Froze there at the end. Hey, it's the Bennington Show. I'm Ron Bennington. This is the champion, Gail Bennington.
Yo.
And I'm Ron Bennington. And that'll be like the last time that you could possibly play that song for the city of Philadelphia. It's the city of champions now.
It's a city of champions. You have a new identity now, Philadelphia. You're champs.
Let me just say something to the people of Philadelphia. Not only are you a champion on the field, but the grace and the dignity that you showed in that win. You're a city of champions. It is, well, we'll go through, of course, later, all the great fan stuff. Vito and Chris Stanley couldn't wait to grab all the people diving off of things and riding around on cop cars. And it basically looked like in Ghostbusters when the ghost took over and there's nothing anyone could do. And you just see a ghost driving around in a fucking ambulance. 844 Rock God, the congratulations lines are over. Chris Stanley bought us each championship hats.
Because you guys are winners now. Right?
Thanks, Chris.
You're Super Bowl champions.
For years, you mocked us, you made fun of us, you've teased us.
Yeah.
But last night, as you had to sit in the glow of green and white coming off the Empire State Building.
Yes. And it's glory.
New Yorkers were pissed about that. But I said, then win. If you don't like it, you've got to win yourself.
That's a great point, Ron.
But no, the Empire State Building has got to stop that. That's too far.
They're in the same division.
Yeah. But you know what? That thing is for international, national, and New York sports teams. You know what I mean? It's just wrong to act like you can tell a bunch of fucking nerds who every day are trying to think of colors do that.
What could fit here?
It's just embarrassing. But there's so much great stuff that went up on the iBank today. The other one, I think, and I haven't even seen it yet, is the feed. I haven't slept because I wanted to just keep watching the game and, of course, listening to police scanners in Philadelphia was hilarious all night. The amount of people who sent me police scanners, like, here, listen to this. It's great. But that weirdness of finally winning after waiting your whole life, it's not something that you can take in too quick.
Yeah, when we got home, we rewatched the fourth quarter because we felt like, did we really absorb, like, did that really just happen? It was such a state of shock. And as we predicted Friday, there was never a moment of rest, physically, emotionally.
It's not fun when it's your team.
We were so tense the whole time that once that moment of release came, it was almost like we were like, is this real? Is this okay? Is it safe to celebrate?
Well, you know, when the Giants won, I was watching with Chris and Eastside Dave, and you know, I'm like, this is a great game, and they're dry heaving. You know what I mean? They're dry heaving because you can't enjoy the great game when it's your team. It's especially when you think Brady is just going to take this away from us. And, you know, Friday we were just saying just how great the Patriots and Tom Brady are. Tom Brady's unfucking believable. He had probably his best Super Bowl and maybe the best game of his life, and he's fucking 40 years old.
Yeah.
He's unbelievable. He's unbelievable.
Yeah, it made it that much more. Look, it was tense as hell and it was so uncomfortable, but it does make a win special that it wasn't like a garbage team or a blowout.
Like the Vikings, if we're like what we did against the Vikings. I mean, they turned out to be bums, right? They're bums, and it's a bum city where they let Prince get fucking abused by fucking Justin Timberlake. Instead of... Look, let me tell you something, Justin Timberlake. You come into Philly and you pull that shit with Teddy Pendergrass and you don't get out. You don't get the fuck out of town. I couldn't honestly judge. I mean, I was so annoyed that it was a long halftime. I was so annoyed with every fucking commercial. Yes. I just wanted to play the game.
Yes. This was definitely the Super Bowl where I was... It's not even like I didn't... Not only did I not enjoy those things, but I was less conscious of what happened during the commercials, the halftime show. Like this morning, I saw a lot of people being like, well, some people really hated it, some people liked it. And I was like, I didn't feel anything.
Right.
I couldn't think. That was my time to pace and be away from the TV for a moment.
It was, I'm going to see if I've got connections with Donald Trump. Let's just make the Super Bowl commercial free. I now get it. I now get how annoying that is. Chris Stanley, thank you for these beautiful fucking hats.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
That was thoughtful of you.
Chris is
not really your thing normally.
I met Chris out front today, and I could only say he's dragging ass. It's it's a cold day, of course. It's a winter's day. It's February, and we were sitting out having a cigar on those metal chairs and tables, and he put his head down. And I'm like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "I just want to feel my head on this."
Oh God!
You got pretty drugged up last night, huh?
Yeah, I got pretty whacked. And then we talked about that hangover cure that came out, Morning Recovery.
Oh yeah.
Drank it. Actually, remembered to drink it before I went to sleep. Guess what? It doesn't fucking work. I don't know how they're testing it or how much the people they're drinking.
How much is there?
It was like maybe like 6 ounces of like this.
What were you drinking last night?
Whiskey and beer.
Okay, together,
yeah.
Pouring whiskey into the beer,
shaking it up,
just chasing my whiskey with some beer. And yeah, this hangover recovery thing doesn't fucking work. It's bullshit. I was hoping like, hey, I'll wake up.
I feel kind of bad about that. I wanted that to be.
It doesn't work, Ron.
Maybe just with the quantity you drank, it was
I think
not enough.
The people they're testing it on aren't fucking drinking that much. Bullshit.
Hey, Turtle, what's up, buddy?
Maha Bennington, hey, congratulations to the state of Pennsylvania for 6 Super Bowl champions.
I hate to correct you, but it's 7. 7.
Is it?
Yes,
Holy
it's 7. Divided up
that's the all-time
fairly equally between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. We're all on the board. 844 Rock God, 844 Rock God. Just how good is Tom Brady? I know that you've hated him your whole life. I know Vito's hated him.
Yeah,
but how good is Brady. That dude at fucking 40?
It's ridiculous.
What do you have, 500 yards?
500 yards, 3 touchdowns. That's
no
a
picks.
Fucking crazy good game. For any fucking quarterback.
And it took to the end of the game for them to even touch him.
Yeah.
Which that line, look, if you told me Brady's going to have 500 fucking yards, Gronk is going to go over 100 with 2 touchdowns, I'd say, what did we lose by? Fucking 40-16? The whole point of this was going to be the defense, getting to Brady, keeping it close, Nick Foles doing just enough to win.
Yes.
You can't fucking bet sports.
I know. And instead, Foles had to be on every second to answer back everything Brady was doing. Every second. He never had a moment. And finally, when they got to Brady, that was like the most exciting moment because it just felt so impossible the whole game. We were just like, how come we can't get to it?
That was one where it took me 2 beats. Like everybody was screaming but me that the ball was out. And because remember right before that, I go, well, this is because everyone in the room is yelling, there's too much time. I go, this is great. Now the defense has to step up, okay? The defense has to win that, and that'll be a great story. Everyone looked at me like I was nuts. Then it happens, but it's not registering in my mind.
You predicted it. What? What's happening?
Mike in Nashville.
Hey, Ron, Eagles fan living in the South. Hey, just wanted to ask you, I don't think I'm the only one, but is Chris Collinsworth like the biggest douchebag when it came to
everything?
All the game. It was bullshit how biased he was.
Yeah, first of all, you know who else feels the same way though? Patriots fans. Gary Goldman was tweeting, "Fuck it, is there any way to shut this fucker up?"
Yeah,
it is true. He is a waste of fucking time. He's a terrible fucking broadcaster. Period. Period. He's the worst. He makes the game worse.
He does. Honestly, that was the biggest moment of frustration because there was a lot to celebrate from the Eagles. So the angriest moments were directed at him last night in our house.
The Ertz touchdown. He was like, "That's not a touchdown." Like he's
no matter
that was
what.
Such a,
that's one of 60 fucking annoying things that he said last night. Everything he said or reacted like I was thinking that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Or some player he hasn't mentioned the whole game. He's now said is fucking dominating the game.
Or, Patriots being up by 1 point and they're like, he's like, they're unstoppable at this point. I don't see how they could lose. And we're like, this is the first moment in the game that they've been up.
Yeah, and guess what? If he would have fucking said it by the same thing about the Eagles, just fucking call a game. Call it. Don't make it about you. I called my mom and Pop, right? My mom answers the phone. First 5 minutes, how much she hates Chris Collinsworth. She doesn't even know who he is. She goes, and that son of a bitch who was just, and I'm like, Mom, all right, let's not be so negative.
Just one. I thought my man was going to put his fist through a wall. I mean, he was getting so furious.
It was terrible. Hey, Bruce, Delco.
Ronnie, just want to say, fly, Eagles fly.
Bruce, you're a champion, my friend. You are a champion.
I am now a champion.
You're a champion, and you have to learn to live with that. I hope you had somebody at work that bought you championship hats.
I didn't have to do any work.
Yeah, good. Don't do any work. Champions don't work. Get some champ fat. Take the next 2 months to fucking drink and just eat every food with your hands, even if it's mashed potatoes.
He was on the road to victory.
John, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah,
I watched the whole game, and Chris Collinsworth and his douchebaggery is just horrible.
He's fucking horrible.
He is so bad.
I don't even know if he's on Sirius, but he's a fucking idiot.
Well, it got to the point where I listened to the Sirius XM broadcast and turned the volume off on the TV.
I don't know. I couldn't fucking even think that fucking well. I should have. Mark in Connecticut. Mark.
Hey, Ron. Just wanted to congratulate you as a lifelong Patriots fan. About your age, and I know how good it feels when you finally win a game.
Let me tell you something, Mark. You have had the most spectacular fucking quarterback of all time. I thought that the thing was going to be Brady is finally fucking 40. That would be the only way that we would win. He was unbelievable, and he has been unbelievable for 17 years.
Yeah.
I don't even believe that all of us got a chance to sit around and watch the best of all time. It's like if Dylan was a fucking quarterback. Brett in Louisiana. Brett.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Congratulations on y'all win. Just wanted to comment on the Kevin Hart situation. I know y'all were probably too busy cheering on and partying that you might not have noticed.
Gail saw it, and it's up on the iBang right now, too. But Kevin Hart was just a drunk little fucking maniac. They said that afterwards, too, Kevin Hart, and I guess everybody in Philly was going crazy, but he had leaped off a fire plug almost 2 feet down into the...
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
He could have broken an ankle like that.
Kevin Hart, the biggest movie star, biggest comedian in the world, wanted to be up with the team.
Yeah.
And NFL security, and I've had them throw me off the sidelines before. They don't fuck around. I mean, this is like bouncer times 10. We were out on the sidelines. We were out there for a whole half. And the second half, they come in and like, what are you fucking guys doing? I go, well, we're with the radio station. Because you're not doing anything. You're not running any audio down here. I go, oh, we're not supposed to? Get the fuck off this field. But it's true, you know, you could be killed next to that field. But this motherfucking Kevin Hart, so you see him, all 4'1" of him, screaming at these guys.
Yeah.
Then on the NFL Network after he, you got that, Chris?
Yeah.
So this is Kevin Hart on the NFL Network.
Philadelphia is a great city. I hope this is an example of what we can do. We gave a fuck.
I love you. All right, he got to go.
He actually just said, "I'm out," and dropped the mic.
Oh God!
That's what happens with him and his wife. He does shit. He gets in trouble. He says it's all my bad.
Bad.
And then he goes on. He doesn't fight it off like everybody else would. So, I mean, he had to be woken up that you don't get to go up there and celebrate with them because you're a fan.
It's just the way he has to be manhandled. Well, he's shaking his little hand like, "Let me up there, dude."
He's poking him in the chest.
Kevin Hart.
You know me,
Kevin.
John in Kansas. John.
Well, congratulations, Eagles, and you can kind of thank the Kansas City Chiefs for giving you Doug Peterson as your head coach. That could have been us there, damn it.
Well, the only reason why he was there is because our old head coach went to you. So, but I will tell you this about Doug Peterson. Everything that people act like, oh, this is how I would handle it if I was a coach, he does.
Yeah.
The going for it on fucking fourth downs without thinking. You know, Sam, he's like, no, man, we can't beat the fucking Patriots unless we do a couple crazy things. Jay, what's up, buddy?
Congratulations, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Gail.
Thanks.
Spent 20 years in Pennsylvania. I've never seen a more rabid fan base than the Eagles have. I'm a Jet fan from New York, but guys are now up there with the Jets.
Let me tell you something. People still want to talk to Joe Namath every day of his life. You know what I mean? And that's what I was thinking about with this fucking thick Dick Nick, is that this guy doesn't get a chance to have his money hit the bar in Philadelphia for the rest of his life.
No way. He's just a legend for life. He's a legend for life in that city.
Only one person believed in him. And that was Ronnie B.
That's true.
And I told everybody, I go, we're better off with Foles. The second that fucking piece of shit went down, you know what I mean? As soon as that fucking glass-kneed bastard hit the ground, I go, now we get a chance to start fucking going. Now this team can kick in.
You said you've always been a Foles man.
Oh, yeah. Look, it's our friend Julian. Hey, Julian.
Hey, congratulations, Bennington. I'm so happy for you guys.
You watched the game?
You guys are safe? No, because I'm a huge jinx, and I was rooting for you guys so hard, and so I avoided every single television until the last minute of the game. I got home, and I saw it, and I was just so happy for you guys.
You're so nice. I know they were doing one game in Portuguese, and I'm like, I wonder if Julian is watching this.
Oh, thanks.
Well, thank you so much. I heard from so many people
welcome.
last night. And, you know, it's so nice when you put in so many years of, you know, just nonstop working, never giving up, you know, all the extra things it takes for me to be a winner. And then to come in here and have Chris Stanley give us championship hats.
This was really sweet.
To be treated like
and a breakfast of caviar, champagne, big giant clown cigars is coming our way. I love it. Julian, I would love to talk to you, but Kathleen from the Bronx was climbing poles last night, and I got to go to her next.
Can you play the Fuck Tom Brady song later?
Yeah, we'll definitely do that. We definitely will.
Thank you so much. Yay.
All right, bye.
Okay, bye. Love-
Here's Kathleen, Philadelphia's own.
Yeah.
Woo! Thank you, guys. Congratulations, City of Champions, Bennington family, everybody. I'm so fucking excited for everybody, you know.
I know that you were heading out last night. What was it like on the streets of Philadelphia?
Well, it was a mess. You know, there was like, you know, just a sea of people, everybody acting up. And by the time we got to City Hall, there were people climbing the gate. There were people riding around on top of cars.
They were on top of the cop cars.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but I definitely believe it. I I didn't see this, but I heard that people were setting Christmas trees on fire, which made me wonder, did they save their Christmas trees for this event?
When you're a fucking tweaker, it's hard to remember that the tree has to be thrown back out.
Yeah, man. Oh my God.
Are you going to the parade?
Oh yeah, I'm fucking going for sure. Yes, you would not miss it.
Now, I don't know whether it's going to be Wednesday or Thursday. It was definitely Wednesday.
It was Wednesday. And then this morning I was hearing that the mayor was like, we're thinking maybe Thursday. So I don't know the update now, what he's decided to go with.
Yeah, last I heard Thursday too, but either way.
The game's over, right? And Gail's guys from Upper Darby and lifelong. I mean, he lets it get to him, his fandom. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, he's been in pain so much over the years over this stupid fucking team. Boom, the game's over. He's getting texts from his friends he grew up with. You better come to the parade, you fucking pussy. Like, right away, everything has to be negative.
Everything's negative. Come home, pussy.
That's hilarious. Oh, congratulations to him too, man.
It was a big thing for him.
It was huge. It was really, really massive.
And then he says last night, he goes, "This is around my neck." He goes, "This is my dad's shamrock that I'm wearing around my neck tonight." And he goes, "If the Eagles lose, I'm flushing it down your toilet." Because he's useless for me in heaven. Useless. All right. Congratulations, Kathleen.
Congratulations, champion.
All right. You're a champion,
You're
too.
a champ.
Bry's a champion. We're all champions today.
Now, man.
Yeah.
Just like champions. So.
Yeah. And congratulations, all the listeners listening to a championship radio show.
Yeah. This is exciting for you, too.
Yeah, it's got to be feeling just phenomenal. The first of 5 straight championships. But, this is kind of the end of an era because, like I said, you can't listen to the Rocky song anymore and identify.
Right. It's Rocky 2 now.
Yes. And remember, once Rocky 2 happened, you become a dick.
Yeah.
Right? Now,
and then you end up with a robot.
You're like the Patriots fans. Like your life has been too good. Look at the streets. This is what is this over for people to see it?
This is Philadelphia celebrates Eagles Super Bowl win with pole climbing, awning diving, van riding, and fire.
All right, let's take a look at some of these. First of all, the people in the streets.
That's amazing.
It looks like VJ Day. You know what I mean? Yeah. We just beat Japan. World War II is over. And, you just see a Philly fan groping a nurse. All right, let's go down. This is people on the awning of the Ritz-Carlton. Oh, my God.
Oh, fuck!
He hits the street. He hits the street, lays there for a minute, and then hops up.
And everyone goes crazy.
This is the same awning.
The same awning with 30 people on it. Now, this is, of course, the classiest old school fucking hotel in Philadelphia.
This is another. We have multiple angles of
the awning just giving out. Now, at least it went nice and slow.
Yeah.
Now the thing about that is, normally, if you saw something like this in real life, everyone would scream in horror, but everyone is screaming with joy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they collapsed the awning.
Fuck yeah. All right, there's this bro. Oh, don't watch Gail because you're queasy.
Oh God!
Turn it, Chris. Just a guy puking off. Now this might be my favorite. It's a big bonfire in the street. Listen to the girl. Now, let's just think about all this, right? And think to ourselves, what if these weren't white people? How upset would the alt-right be?
Mm-hmm.
But this is basically...
kids having fun.
Yeah, just kids being kids. All right, let's go down to the next one.
Here's more fires. sounds like
Holy shit, that's a big one.
The mayor had actually said this, that if there are bonfires, don't throw your bullets into it. All right, they're fucking up a Wawa. This might be my favorite of all, and this is just a youngster enjoying the big win with some great dancing. How old would you say this kid is? 7?
Yeah, he's very little.
He's the greatest dancer. Everybody from Philly can dance.
This kid's the shit.
I know. Chris, tell us again how to see all these videos.
All right, this is listed. This is under Philadelphia celebrates Eagles Super Bowl win with pole climbing, awning diving, van riding, and fire.
All of the above.
Yeah.
Acceptable.
All right, that was little Philly bro dancing. Keep going down.
Love that dude.
Here's a dude just on a moving car.
In his underwear.
In his underpants. Just surfing the car. Holy shit. The joy. Also, when people catch something insane, the joy on, like, in their voices.
Yeah, keep going, Chris. Macy's window. Does this guy...
Oh, shit.
Why?
Well, because they're happy, Chris. What do you mean, why?
You've never been happy?
You're right.
That's the way a champion acts. That's what Elvis did after he played Hawaii. All right, keep going.
Just the aftermath of the Macy's window being just destroyed.
Oh, it's a window. We'll replace it.
It's fine.
Flipping cars.
Yeah.
Look at their excitement level. Look at Eastside Dave going crazy. These fucking guys
just helped flip a car and literally did like male stereotype beat his chest.
That's gorilla stomping that he just did. But again, there's the weirdest thing is I felt like I went to school with every one of those guys. There's nothing like them. You know what I mean? They're just all the same. And their dads were the same than their grandfathers.
It's just helicopter footage of Philly.
Holy shit.
Such a stupid song. Keep going.
This is just fireworks in the middle of the street.
Wait, what was the girl recreates the street fight from Rocky V? All right, that doesn't work. So it was just a fight?
Yeah, it was
two girls fighting in like a ring of cars, like in Rocky V.
I did. This is great. They greased the poles up, and the guys have taken the poles down and are carrying them around the street.
Great, man.
And then everyone's happy to see the poles.
Yeah, there's the
fucking poles.
It's good teamwork.
Yeah. Well, that city comes together.
Yeah,
it's
really
a city of fucking champions. All right, this is a scary one. They're rocking the street lights, and it starts to come down.
This one's actually terrifying to watch.
And there's people underneath that aren't even paying attention. And it is nice to see blacks and whites living together.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this is the ones I was talking about. This is the Philly police coming through, and a guy is on top of the fucking police van riding it. There's a cop grabbing at him.
He's not having it, though.
No. He's the fucking new king of Philly.
He's just giving that everyone up.
Look, other people are trying to get on the van. There's not a lot of respect for first responders in that town. Look, now the cops trying to go fast through a crowd to knock the guy off the top of his van.
That's not thinking.
This is TV.
Sorry for the curse, and we're going to send it back to you.
They're chanting "fuck Tom Brady," and let's face it, that was invented by Eastside Dave, and he should get full credit for that.
Now, why is it that they try to go on the street in these circumstances? Why did they bring the mics out on the street? Like, let's hear what the fans have to... Okay, we can't say that.
Go back to the studio now.
No, we're not going to run this because Gail will throw up. But there's a guy eating horse shit because of peer pressure. There's a guy going up a grease pole. Look how proud people are of
so
him.
happy.
They're so proud of him. He's not going to let this city down. And he's feeling for once in his life like he's done something. What's this one?
What's giving him the confidence?
More pole climbing. They just love it.
They love to climb.
Yeah. They're monkeys. It's a city of monkeys. I don't know what this one is.
This is one in...
Oh. He's holding his friend up in the air. What was that fucking movie?
It was like a Dirty Dancing pose.
Except for it's two dudes.
Hysterical.
His friend is pretty strong.
Here's another angle on that car flipping.
Nice.
Yeah, but we don't get to see the redheaded kid.
Yeah, no.
What if this was your car? How fucking mad you'd be.
The fuck?
Jesus.
I'd be out there shooting right now.
People just blasting Meek Mills in the streets.
Look at this. Look how happy they are.
That's the neighborhood.
You know, and it's somebody who grew up in more homophobic, racist times. It's so great to see how inclusive this riot is.
This is so sweet.
Yeah. It means a lot to me. I like to see the people can all riot together.
More people just dancing to Meek Mills.
Nice.
What do we got here, Chris?
These are kids dancing in the street at each other.
They really fucking are happy they won, huh? They like winning a lot more than losing.
They enjoy it.
Just non-stop dance.
Look, this is fun. Setting some car alarms off.
There's a marching band.
That's smart, man. Somebody's
that's a good
finally
idea.
glad to see your band. Look at the green umbrellas they have. Fucking crazy. Look how tight those fucking row houses are together, those little old streets. These streets were made for the 1600s. That's sweet. See, I don't think you can keep acting like this if you keep winning, you know? This gives you one time.
Yeah.
One time to play the ass.
Here's a dude rapping about the Eagles.
Woo, it's all Philly. We did it, baby. We did it, baby. Super Bowl champs, baby. I told y'all. We did it. We got it. We making it. We knew it. We knew we was going to do it. I told y'all, yeah. Woo. Yeah. You know, we beat that Super Bowl, baby. No ifs, ands, or buts, so baby. And we beat that man, Tom Brady. Because the Eagles are the best, baby. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. Number one, baby. Ain't nobody better. Can't nobody stop us. We did it, baby. Super Bowl champ. Philly got it going on. We the best, damn it. Yeah. Go Birds. Peace. Yeah.
I think you could be sued for calling that a rap, Chris.
He was good. But here's a guy just diving off of a pole.
Right? Jesus. Some
He just
Chestnut
blessed.
Street there.
Another guy took a fucking vodka bottle in the back. That's why people want you to fucking climb poles so they can throw bottles at you. Don't do it, dude.
They want him to, though. Holy
Jesus Christ.
That was
Look
like
at him going crazy. It's like 15 feet.
That was like a Hell in the Cell bump.
Yeah, it was. This one was fucking the guy who went backwards off the awning.
Oh,
And look how happy people are that he did it.
Yeah, they're so thrilled. They
You'll
love
break
when
your
people-
fucking back.
They really like when people climb up on things and then jump off of said things.
All right, this to me is a beautiful one. In the middle of this madness, this guy sits down. He's going to propose to his chick and make her his wife. And look at her. She's holding a 40.
Holy shit.
Oh, she's the best.
That's hilarious. It's really romantic, too.
And the Rocky theme on a tuba.
Sure.
I think it's going to work out with
That's
these guys.
a plastic 40 of Ulti.
Now they're Frenching in the street. This dude just came up from behind her.
I give her a quick grind for her way. Hey, Lou in Philly. What's up, buddy?
Hey, $1,000,000 on this glorious day, Bennington.
Hey, what's up?
I had never seen anything like that. Broad Street last night, there must have been 30,000 people. Just every single person with the passion. It made me so proud to be an Eagles fan.
Yeah, I could imagine the pride of this. But it was a long time coming, Lou. And that's what's kind of interesting about when something's held away from you, how fucking good it feels to, finally get that leg amputated. You know what I mean? It's been rotting for so many years. Here's our friend Sharon. What's up, darling?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Hey.
Long time no speak. I just wanted to tell you how fun it was yesterday to go into this game with absolutely no expectation of winning, that I literally, on the last play of the game was when I finally got butterflies in my stomach, and I was like, oh my God, we're actually going to win this thing.
I know, when you've seen it happen enough, you're pretty sure it's going to go the other way, because it just does.
Not to mention everyone reminding you that that's what Tom Brady does. I mean, like all the time, the last 2 weeks throughout the game, it's like, don't relax. Just don't relax. And I didn't. I really didn't.
Exactly. Well, here's the funny thing we just saw in the news. The news is covering the celebrations as if they were really good. It's really funny.
I know, it is fucking, because most of those news people are from Philly, so they don't understand the way humans act either.
Yeah, they're like, this is good for us.
Yeah, this is good. Like, they didn't tear the city down, so it's fine. But they just showed on the news that Bud Light, in congratulating the city for winning, is going to be giving out free beer at the parade.
They might as well, because those people are just going to take it anyway. So it's might as well. It's smarter just to open the doors.
Yes, they said their whole campaign is, instead of dilly dilly, it's Philly Philly now.
Oh God.
Yeah, which I'm sure they had something for the Patriots already too.
Of course they did.
Advertising bullshit anyway, but yeah, it's really funny just to see, like, the mayor came out and said, "Oh yeah, the fans were well behaved."
Yeah, for Philly, no, they weren't shooting each other, so it was a good.
Because it was a celebration. This is just how they celebrate, not how they mourn.
Thanks so much, Sharon. Talk to you later. Here's Ken in Rhode Island. Hey, Ken.
Hey, Ron. Congratulations, everybody.
Oh, Ken Shane, what's happening, pal?
Hey, man, listen, I'm a lifelong Giants fan, and as such, certainly not a fan of the Eagles, but I'm also a lifelong fan of the city of Philadelphia and the people of Philadelphia. And if you've even been there once, you can just imagine how much this means to you guys. And, well, fantastic. But the question I had to ask you is, so Nick Foles is the Super Bowl MVP, right? So who's the starting quarterback next year?
Wentz.
Wentz will be the starting quarterback next year?
Absolutely. And I mean, that's been said the whole time. If you heard the players, the coach last night is like, hey, he came in, he filled in, he did great. This is a great team win, but Wentz is our guy and Wentz is our future. It's not even a debate. And Foles knows it himself. But I will tell you this, and Foles is such a nice kid. He wants to be a preacher. All glory goes to God. That guy at the beginning of the game, I was watching him as close as I could. I was watching his eyes, because if he's in a panic, the game's over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If he figures out what this means, the game's over. And he had the eyes of a killer. He was just ice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and even though that first drive, fucking Ertz jumped offside. Suddenly we find ourselves in a rougher position. We kick a field goal. I'm like, well, you just proved you could fucking drive the distance. You know what I mean? And I think that had to mean a lot to that team But Nick Foles was unbelievable, but no one has ever said this job is up. You know what I mean? Yeah. They love Wentz. They believe in Wentz. Yeah. And not just the coach and the owner, the team and the city. Foles just came in and was that fucking, just that Jeff Hassletter type of guy who, picked it up when he needed to.
And his personality and look, he is the most unlikely Philadelphia hero. And that's what I think is so funny about it.
Wentz is kind of the same way, and so is Doug Peterson. There's a lot of God guys there.
Yeah, they're like kind of clean cut.
None of them are like, oh man, we're going to go jump off the Ritz-Carlton thing.
Right.
Jason in California. Jason.
Hey, Benningtons, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, did you happen to see when they panned to the owner's box and Bradley Cooper was crying like a little bitch-ass Chris Stanley?
Maybe he was thinking about how weak his IMDb page has gotten over the last few years. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to tell it. Well, I'm not going to tell you. I'll tell you in a minute why he was crying. Matt in Orlando.
Hey, Ronnie B, man. Love you guys. Chris Stanley, Vito, Gail.
Thanks.
I live in Orlando. Huge Eagles fan. My wife and I are actually driving in the truck right now. We're going to Magic Kingdom to see Big Dick Nick in the fucking parade.
Good. Make sure you yell it at him.
100%.
I wonder how his wife feels just knowing his new nickname. Big Dick Nick. I like Thick Dick Nick better. Peace. Hey, Jason. Jason, what's up?
Hey, I can't help but think that if Minnesota actually would have played the Super Bowl and won their first Super Bowl in Minnesota, everybody there would have just have like fish fry and beers, and you wouldn't have seen anything anywhere on the news.
That's too fucking
congratulations to Philly. Yeah. Congratulations to Philadelphia. And I know that there was a whole bunch of people in Philadelphia, even when they were up by 8 points, going, well, this is just a fucking touchdown in the 2-point conversion.
I'm going to tell you something else, too. I think there was a lot of people in Boston thinking the same thing, and they have every right to, because fucking Brady is that good.
Yeah.
Brady is the best ever.
People I was watching with, like, when he got the ball back with a minute left, like, this game's over. It's like, no, it's not. It's fucking Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He fucking moved the ball, but you don't count that fucking dude out.
Hard Rock Johnny, the man who is the master of the Super Bowl sushi.
Thank you very much. Congratulations, Bennington.
I'm going to say congratulations to you for the NFC East. I mean, it's the beast. It is the beast.
It's the one of two divisions in all of sports, and I don't know the other one because I forgot it, but that where every team has won the championship of the league. It's the only one where all four have. So
it's also the only place that I'd say the entire division is a tough place to go and get a win, no matter what that fucking look. The two toughest games I think the Eagles played all year were the Giants.
Yeah, that's true.
They fucking struggled with the Giants because the NFC East wants to beat the NFC East all the time.
Always.
It's a badass fucking division.
It was an amazing game, though. I mean, the most yards in any football game, period, not just the Super Bowl, period.
Do you just see that as weak defense, though?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Horrible defense on both. I mean, I wonder if Detroit's thinking, did we really want to hire this Matt Patricia guy after this game? It was rough, but your head coach, boy, what balls on that?
Yeah, he's a fucking...
He's a wild man.
Yeah, he is a fucking killer, man. And it's always a great sign when the guys fucking love him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. They'd walk through a wall for him. He was amazing. It was a great game. And lots of odd scores for those of us who were just gambling on the game. Yeah. Lots of twos. I don't think I've ever seen 2-2 win at a halftime in a box ever.
It was fucking weird. It was weird. Did you do a lot of prop betting, Chris?
I was doing some prop betting, yeah. On I said fucking tails, but fucking heads came up.
Yeah, that's really the one I remember.
I thought that tails never fails.
That's what I thought too. That's why I did it, because I like shit.
I bet on heads. Congratulations, Chris took tails.
Heads was due. I mean, it's been a long time since heads came in.
I never go with it because it doesn't have a fun rhyme.
And I'll say this. Gail's guy, the second that we didn't think, oh, God. Jesus Christ. Just losing the coin, the fucking coin toss had him just, oh, fuck. And I was like, Jack, it's going to be fine. But I was like, oh, shit, inside. I go, why didn't I point this out? All right, Johnny, thank you so much, my friend.
Congratulations, guys.
No, congratulations to you, man. You had the sushi, and you're friends with champions right now. You're friends with champions.
I'm listening to a championship radio book.
If we get a posse together, you're in it, man. You're a hype guy. All right? Because I feel like I should be traveling with 15, 20 guys. Now, do you feel bad for Kevin Hart that he got turned away, or do you think that fits his character?
No, I think it's pretty great.
Yeah, I think it fits. It works for him.
Yeah.
You don't want to be a winner. You want to be the guy who's short and gets turned away.
So much better than him being on the fucking stand.
I know that got Jen mad. Jen, did you see this happening to your hero, Kevin Hart?
I did see it. Well, like on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it make you feel better or worse?
Better, honestly. It made me laugh.
Do you know that after this game, and then he went and said fuck on the NFL Network, and then he went and slept with two fans? One of them was a guy. It was a fucking...
Oh, all right.
It was a three-way, but I don't know if the guy's touched.
He can do whatever he wants, though. Except for get on that stage.
Yeah, he can't do a lot. Hey, Sam in San Jose. Sam.
Hey, Ronnie, how you doing this morning?
Hey. Well, I'm champion.
Yeah, yes, you are, sir. Hardy's corporate account put out a hilarious tweet last night saying, "We're excited to serve everybody biscuits tomorrow, but in order to do that, our restaurant has to not be burned down, please."
I wouldn't even have brought it up if I was Hardy's.
Yeah. You just put a target on yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You just gave these idiots an idea. Kyle, Iowa. Kyle.
Yeah, Ron, we're all Philly fans today. Philly strong, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, that the kid that kicked that rookie that kicked that 3-pointer at the end, I really thought, he was like ice too. They brought him in there just to ice the game, and I thought he's either going to be the hero or the asshole.
Well, he was the asshole early on when he missed the fucking PAT.
I know.
This kid can hit 54 yards. He can't hit 11.
I know, bizarre. But he's had
this problem all year
before, where he'll miss the extra point and he's right up on it, but then he'll do like an insane kick from yeah. He
was the kid that kicked that fucking circus kick to beat the Giants early in the season. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like the Giants were kicking the shit out of them in Philly earlier this year. And then he kicks that fucking moonshot. Remember when you showed that thing of his parents crying? Like, oh, Elliot.
NBC was blaming the bad extra points on the Super Bowl logos on the field.
I heard that, but I didn't understand it.
I didn't understand
it. And it's that fucking idiot Collingsworth, because you can't believe him most of the time. You never even know when he's onto something.
He's a piece of shit.
He really is, though.
He's a piece of fucking garbage. And he makes NBC look like they're the fucking stupidest fucking network out there. Believe me, I don't like anyone. Just, I like quiet during the game.
I know.
Here's Brian in Philly. Brian.
Hey, good afternoon, champions. I live in North Carolina. But I drove up to see my family in Delco for the game. Wound up watching Ronnie. I'm sure you remember the old Hilltop Pub.
Sure.
Up there, right along Route 1. So yeah, that's what I was doing. But how funny is it that here's this Nick Foles. He's such a religious guy. Is there anything more Philly than going on live TV calling this guy Stick Dick Nick?
Yeah, it is so fucking true. And I don't know. I mean, I guess his wife is kind of proud of the nickname.
Sure.
Yeah.
And am I the only Eagles fan that's uncomfortable with all these people from Iowa calling in saying, "Oh, I was pulling for the Eagles." Yeah, well, you weren't pulling for them last week, so fuck you.
Well, I mean, it's like that if I bet on the fucking Chargers, I'm going to pull for the Chargers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's how it is.
And I watched, all of us watch the Super Bowl every year. Every year you're pulling for one team, but it isn't your team. But you're just like, oh, I don't want to see. You know what I mean?
But that had to be a pretty enjoyable game for someone who's not a fan of either
I would have been
team.
loving it.
Yeah.
I
Like,
would
that
have
was a
been
really-
loving that game. And I said the other day, when people were saying I'm not going to watch over the kneeling and all that, and they tried to, start some fucking, hey, make sure you stand wherever you... Look, just enjoy the game. Just let's have something that isn't political, The other day, they're saying, oh, delete HQ because some fucking Peter Thiel is invested. Can I just play HQ? Do I have to fucking worry 100% whether a fucking libtard or an alt-righter is somehow... Can I just live life every once in a while?
It's just trivia.
This is just a fun game that we all enjoy.
Twice a day.
We love checking in with Scott.
I love the lag daddy. He's not responsible whether Theo invests or not. But seriously, does everything have to be that way? Mike.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you saw the video of Kevin Hart he posted after the Super Bowl, his kind of half apology.
No, I didn't say it.
Oh, fantastic.
He is seriously, he is such a character.
You got to pull it up. It's great.
And even the stuff that he was saying before he dropped the F-bomb on the NFL Network, he was just like screaming, "You better not mess with me!" He was just Kevin Harting it up as much as he could.
He gives a lot of credit to the security guard.
Yeah. Well, the security guard was at no time in any danger whatsoever. All right, you got it, Chris?
Yeah, this is Kevin Hart apologizing.
Let's say it.
To all the kids out there, I just want to say don't drink. When alcohol's in your system, you do dumb stuff. Me trying to go on stage with the trophy, definitely in the top 2 stupidest things I've ever done, but who cares? The Eagles won a Super Bowl. Yeah, I'm still a little tipsy, but the world can kiss my ass. Shut up, bitch. I ain't got socks on because I'm tipsy. And my wife was the first one that said, "Babe, don't go up there." I told my wife, no, honey, chill out. I got to be up there with my city.
How did it work out?
It didn't work out good. That man did his job, didn't he? He said, "Kevin Hart, I know who you are, but you can't be up here." I said, "Hell if I can." I went to walk. He put his hand on my chest. Who gives a shit? Go Eagles, fly Eagles, fly. Hey, fuck it. No, he was firm.
That's his apology.
Look at the amount of hashtags he put on this post.
I should have listened to my wife. I was caught up in the moment. I was super drunk. That security guard did his job. I wanted to hold the trophy. Hashtag so what?
Free Meek Mill.
Hashtag I won so much money on this game.
Hashtag I shitted in my suite and I didn't flush the toilet.
Seems unrelated.
Yeah. And that's just being mean to a maid. Nobody else. All right. So Bradley Cooper was obviously crying. Not because the Eagles won the Super Bowl, because he was thinking of his dad.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the great thing about sports. That's what keeps us connected. You know what I mean? As stupid as sports are. And there is nothing dumber. It reminds you of everybody that ever loved that team.
Yeah, it was such an emotional moment, and for a team that this is their first win like this, and for my man thinking about his dad, but also just thinking about all his friends and his family members and people who loved that team his whole life. For me thinking about my pop watching that game,
Yeah.
it's too much. It's like it really is. It's funny how sports can be a touchstone like that.
Yeah.
That it connects everybody.
Well, I always tell people the first time I was taken to a game, by my dad, my Uncle Bill, and my Uncle Ray. I thought they took me to a riot. It was like the most frightening thing for like a little kid to see, because it was like being in the middle of that mob. And this is, 50 some years ago, and they were as crazy then. That's why I'm saying, when I see these kids running around like this, I see everybody I've ever known in my life, because that's the way they've always acted down there. And my dad said to me last night, my dad's going to be 91 years old on St. Patrick's Day. And my dad said to me, I can't wait to tell the guys in school tomorrow. I go, Pop, you're taking medication. You're not going to school tomorrow. This is the way the medication's screwing with you right now. But yeah, obviously you are connected because of a sport. It doesn't, it could be the dumbest thing in the world, but you are connected. That is a weird community.
Yeah.
And that's why that stupid Bradley Cooper was crying, because his dad isn't there.
Yeah.
He's got to be next to Lori, making that guy is fucking dead. Lori's not going to hug him or kiss him too long like Tom Brady. Brady's the best. Maybe the best game of his life. Steve in Philly.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, buddy.
What a great day. What a great week. So it's nice to get something back that's been stolen from us. And make no mistake, the Patriots cheated. And they cheated and won by 3, which means we were going to win that game. And they stole from me personally, because I'm the guy that used to be the Andy Reid impersonator for the Eagles for about 10 years.
I remember you, man. You're a fucking legend.
Yeah, and now there's a guy in Kansas City doing all that.
But did you ever see him? He looks just like Andy Reid, and he would show up places and people would go crazy like Andy Reid was there. Andy Reid, like Eastside Dave, has people that look like him.
Oh, man.
Look at you, Chris. You got the wrong one. You got the wrong fucking Andy Reid. He went to the KC Andy Reid guy. Congratulations to you, Steve.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Remember when Mitch Fatel used to do those TV Tonight Show interviews?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we had one all set up. We had a David Letterman thing set up. Eagles lost the Super Bowl. So Philadelphia was already bummed enough. And then I made everybody wait up until midnight to watch me on both shows, and they both cut me out. So, you know what? F you, Brady. We got it back. Nick Foles is the man. This is the new dynasty.
Okay.
We got ourselves a dynasty.
We got ourselves a dynasty. Well, immediately, the old Mike and Mike guy, I don't know what name he goes by now. I guess not Mike is the name of it. But immediately last night, I'm watching his Sports Center thing, and he's going into next year and who's coming back. And I'm like, can't you just end the fucking year? Can't you just end it? Yeah. What is wrong with saying, what a great year this was? And luckily, you have a Super Bowl that has people, because you don't know whether it's going to be a bust of a game or, you know what I mean? It's not like Justin Timberlake where you can go in there and play your greatest hits and make people happy. You don't know what's going to happen in that game.
Well, that's the thing that is just crazy. It is just a game. It's just, we were talking about this beforehand. Like, we're about to just play a regular game of football.
Only more commercials and a longer halftime.
Yeah.
Look, Gronk was talking about retiring last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know. I don't know. I keep getting hurt all the time. I'm knocked out. And let's face it, that Gronk is always been a great kid, always a great personality. He's going to be around. Why wouldn't NBC or CBS or Fox throw him $5 million a year to do whatever? You know what I mean? Just to have him. Yeah. Yeah. Just show up, do your Gronkisms, eat a bunch of cheeseburgers. Does he have to get hurt that much? Does he have to? His elbow's bad, his knees bad, his back.
He's multiple back surgeries.
Fucking concussion 2 weeks ago. It's a really fucking rough game. That dude was fucking knocked out last night. And we're all going, this could be bad for the NFL.
Yeah.
Because it looked like he was dead.
Yeah, it was a really scary moment. Just blindsided. and then just laid out on the field. And I was like, oof.
And the thing is, he ran into a blind side. And he cut back like, oh, I'm going to run this way without looking. And just got fucking tugged on the jaw, and he was out that second. The fact that he held on to the ball was unbelievable.
Did you see that hit later on when the fucking when the Patriots player went down and the guy in the Eagles was waving at the ref and saying like he's asleep, he's asleep.
This it's a rough fucking game. Well, let's go to a champion from 1986. She was to the 80s everything that Prince, Madonna, and of course Michael Jackson was. Janet. Chicago.
Congratulations.
Janice, I don't have to tell you how good it feels. I finally feel like you.
I never doubted for a minute. Yay! Yay! I'm so happy for you. It's awesome.
Did you enjoy the game last night?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good game besides everything else.
And guess what? Now we're all 0-0, okay?
Yeah.
Now the Bears are tied right back up with everybody else. That's the other beauty of it. You shake it clean and you start all over. Now, Philadelphia's going to be drunk. The opening game next year, everyone's going to be giving out rings, and then that shit's over with. You know,
it's another season of football.
Yeah, it's fucking hard again. It's hard as shit, like Ron is saying.
Yeah,
you fucking work so hard. But that was the difference, I think, when what lets you know that this, it feels like this New England thing is drawing to an end. Is if you remember when the Giants beat those guys, they were okay, but last night you just saw Brady going, man, it's bad. And Belichick was like, this, you work so hard. Mm-hmm. And Gronk is like ready to quit. And they're tired. I mean, they're mentally tired. It's an incredibly long run. And we'll never see anything like that again. No. They're the team of 2 decades.
Tell you, such a great sport. Yay.
Yay.
And I'm so happy for you Eagle fans. Yay.
Yay. Thanks, Janice. And then next year, Soldier Field. You see the games at Soldier Field. Thanks, Janice. Talk to you later, baby. Bye.
Love you, Janice.
Love you.
Well, Vito, you're a Jets fan.
It's my turn now.
It's your turn. Mm-hmm. You got nothing. You're getting Belichick, and that's going to turn things around for you. And you'll put the Giants in your fucking shadow the way you guys have acted like was happening about every 8 years since 1970.
We had those 2 back-to-back AFC Championship appearances. That was the highlight of my Jets fan experience so far.
Not even getting into the...
It was that finish made me happy. I went to the rally in Times Square. It was cool.
Rally.
I think, to me, the funniest of all is when, and it sounds like the most NWA gimmick, is when they had the sack exchange going for a while. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
The New York sack exchange.
It was great. Much better than leads you to boom.
Yeah,
that fucking defensive unit. Sack exchange is hysterical.
I think they even let them ring the bell. Fucking Wall Street. Stock exchange is here. But that is a weird thing for you guys, is that you have the biggest city and the craziest city, but you have to divide your things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That they're you and Vito are never on the same side with any team.
No, of course not. No. He's a fucking Mets and a Jets fan. That ain't gonna happen. I'm a Yankees-Giants guy.
He's an Islanders guy. He's a Nets guy.
Yeah, what the fuck is this? The Nets? Huh?
He loves his Nets.
I know. I'm like, what the fuck, Vito? You don't know shit about shit.
And you feel like you're a champion and he's not. I mean, you've won it, and he's been in your shadows, and he'll never taste victory.
No, never, because he's a loser, Ron.
Okay.
And I'm a winner.
All right.
I mean, that's.
I didn't ask you how you guys. And people were asking me last night, how did Chris pick? And I go, I didn't. I refused to check.
I wouldn't watch it.
I picked the Eagles, the over, and I called that Jake Elliott would miss an extra point.
Did you really?
I swear to God, yeah.
Why would you call that? He's a fucking modern day Nostradamus.
Yeah.
How did you try to fucking jinx me? And then we still go through. We cracked through the fucking Stanley jinx.
I know. We made it happen.
Thank you, guys. I want to thank you.
I can't believe I'm staring at you wearing that championship hat that Chris gave you.
You're welcome, guys.
It was really sweet of you to think of that.
You're welcome.
Chris bought it?
Wait, he didn't?
No.
Well, who gave me the hat?
Vito's lying.
I went to Modell's at 8 a.m. this morning when it opened to buy you guys those hats.
Chris, why would you take credit
Do you
for
know that
this?
he told us when we walked in here, and he said, he goes, you guys are champions and I want you to be dressed like it.
That's right. Well,
Vito,
it's true. I want you
I went
guys
to
to dress
Modell's.
like
I was the
champions.
first person in there in Times Square. I went to the one that opened the earliest. And I was really excited to give you those
That's
hats.
really shitty. And you know, I even said, Chris, this is really surprising because this isn't like you. But now I hear it's Vito. This is like Vito.
You guys look great in those hats.
Do you know what this is?
Well,
you know what I thought? I thought this is like Fez. Fez would always do something like this. And I swear to God, it did not even occur to me. It did not even occur to me.
I like getting credit for things and good boy points.
But then do good boy
That's
things.
kind of a mean thing to do. Look what it is. It's Johnny Go-Go.
What's happening, buddy?
Johnny Go-Go.
Hey, Johnny.
Johnny Go-Go.
Hey, Johnny Go-Go.
Guys,
Johnny do a go-go. Everybody.
I'm dancing in my car.
Yeah.
I'm just so happy for you guys. I'm a Jet fan like Vito. I was going to say I'm a Vito fan, but just to see grown men weep and the connection bonds between fathers and sons, it's just, everyone turns into a little kid. It's awesome, and that's what's so cool about sports. But I wanted to know if you guys needed celebratory Wawa delivered, because we do have it in Jersey, so we can get it.
I appreciate it, but we ate hoagies last night. We ate cheesesteaks last night.
We did it up.
The way
By the way,
Chris
both.
is hungover from alcohol, I am hungover from Philly food.
Yeah, I actually felt hungover from like emotion today.
Yeah.
Like I was like I woke up and I felt kind of like weak and strange, and I felt like, am I in a dream?
I actually thought to myself, I'd have killed myself now. I'll never feel this good again.
A minute left, up 8. You confident?
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
30 seconds left, up 8. You confident?
Not even the last pass. The last pass, and it's Gronk in the middle of 8 fucking Eagles, and I'm like ready to see him come down with it.
Like the mood with all of us. He really had to say, "It's over. There's no time. We're done." And all of us were like, kind of not ready to let go.
The room
of fear
was dead silence, and I'm pointing, going, "Look, that's just zeros. It's over.
0.0.
It's over." And yet, if you even see the players are like pausing, and they finally rest up. They go, "Yeah, definitely, that is zeros.
No
so
time
it's
left.
over." And
I
even
tweeted
then,
something like, "You needed a silver bullet, like chop off the head and burn the body before." It was like a serial killer. Like
he's the best. He's literally the best. You know what I mean? Like people, when I was a kid growing up, people used to talk about, like my dad, my uncles would talk about Johnny Unitas, about just what a sinister fucking killer he was. And I'm like, and Johnny Unitas is nowhere near this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In my time, it was Joe Montana. I thought to myself, I'm watching the greatest, fucking coolest ice water guy that's ever lived, and there'll never be anybody like him. And then Brady has been to twice as many Super Bowls.
8 Super Bowls, man.
And at 40 years old, throws for over 500 yards. It's unbelievable. I remember, like, George Blanda was around when he was in his 40s when I was a little kid. And it looked like something from another age, right?
Yeah.
Brady looks like a fucking modern quarterback, No one's sitting around doing leather helmet jokes with him,
Yeah. But like the way how good he is, I don't think it could have felt any better for Philadelphia, because like that's such an amazing feeling to have a victory over somebody so good, such a good team. It's crazy.
Yeah, and it wasn't like, oh, you know what? That fucking Apollo Creed, I caught you past your prime. I mean, that was probably the best.
Yeah.
Maybe even the best game of his life, let alone the best Super Bowl of his life. He was unbelievable. He can't catch, but other than that, he's unbelievable. You can't say enough good things about Brady and Belichick. And this has come up. So this is their 8th Super Bowl, right? And those two guys doing it together. And they said, okay, how many other Hall of Famers were on those teams? And it's Moss.
Yeah.
Gronk will probably go to the Hall of Fame. And I'm sure you could go through it, maybe find one or two other guys.
Maybe a running back, maybe.
But if you look at like the old Green Bay Packers, they put a ton of people in. The old fucking Steelers, they put a ton of people in. But if you look at these, you go, those two guys are the reason it happened. Right. You know, the Steelers, I think there's more people that were in the fucking Hall of Fame than were even on the team. There was a couple of guys. There was one guy on the practice squad of the fucking the 70 Steelers. He went into the Hall of Fame. He said, anybody that's good to fucking practice against Lambert, it's got to be a Hall of Famer. All right, we got a break here. The champions.
Do we want to give this out or later?
Oh, I forgot all about it. Go ahead, Chris. I forgot about the bonsai game.
The winner of the bonsai contest will receive a signed Hall of Fame Terrell Owens ball.
How about that stupid commercial that Owens was doing?
Yeah, that was weird.
And then your fucking quarterback? That gay thing that he did?
Who knows who puts him in these situations? He's not sure what's going on.
That's true. You can't blame him.
The winner of the TO ball is Kev. Kev on Twitter, KS46804.
Yeah, Kev.
The bonsai contest.
I was so pissed about the bonsai that I didn't even look it up.
Yeah.
I wanted nothing to do with it.
We actually both, after the game, I said to him, like, how did it go? We got a good winner? And he's just like, yeah, I heard it was good. Neither one of us wanted to look at it because...
Yeah, it was
I wanted nothing to do with that. But I got the wrong fucking earbuds. I need a system to get going in the morning. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll tell you this, the way I'm going to celebrate, and that's with hot sauce. I'm betting you either love hot sauce or you know someone who loves hot sauce. Well, look at Chris Stanley. He travels with his own hot sauce. Well, FuegoBox.com has created the perfect product for anyone who does. Fuego Box started out as a search for the best hot sauce in the world and now has turned into the #1 hot sauce of the month club.
Every month, the hot sauce experts at Fuego Box taste literally hundreds of new sauces and choose the best 3 to send around to its members. These aren't just burn your tongue off sauces. Many of the sauces have a nice kick, but Fuego Box is focused on flavor and high quality ingredients over heat.
It makes the perfect Valentine's gift for your sweetheart. They're giving you 10% off your first purchase. Just enter code Bennington at checkout. That's code Bennington at checkout.
And on top of that, any 3 bottle subscriptions come with free shipping. That's FuegoBox.com, promo code Bennington for 10% off the best hot sauces you've probably never heard of. FuegoBox.com.
The Bennington Show, and what should be, I don't know, to me, one of the happier days of my life. My 2 producers were screaming at each other during the break because, Chris, you don't believe that you took credit for Vito getting the hats because you're the executive producer.
Exactly. And he's my underling, so it's technically from me.
Yeah, but I texted him last night and said, we should get them a hat or something, the championship hat tomorrow, and he didn't even respond to it. So I got in earlier than him, and I went to Modell's.
As always, right?
As always, went to Modell's. I actually went to Modell's, and I went to 2 different lids to see what kind of hats were out there for you guys.
Oh,
multiple
you
lids?
fucking sweetheart. Because guess what? In a million years, I never would have got a championship hat. It wouldn't have dawned on me.
But it feels good to have one.
Yeah, now that I have one. Yeah, but it never would have been something I did. And I'm going to say this. I went up to take a piss on 37. Left my hat here. I don't want to be seen walking around with a championship hat.
You don't want
on.
to brag, you know what I mean? You know.
I just didn't want to look like a dork.
Yeah, I've never been the kind of girl to wear a a baseball cap has never been my look.
Well, I've never had that many chances in my life to wear a championship hat.
And I was so excited. I was so excited to put them down in front of your guys' seats. And when you guys walked in to see the hats, I had the championship logo faced outward towards you.
It was beautiful.
It was the presentation. We walked in like, oh.
So here's what's funny. So when we're downstairs, I said to Chris, "Hey, did you go out of your way to get us a big championship breakfast and champagne and all that?" And then when I came up here, those hats were here, and I go, "You fucking did do that."
You
and I
did
go,
do something
and
special.
I go, you know, for all the ball busting we do, that's the really sweetest thing in the world.
Oh, fuck him.
And you, I know,
Please.
I know.
Ron, look at it from my point of view. Why would I destroy such a sweet moment between the three of us?
No, I get that
Like,
too.
you guys were
I
like
was
very...
holding it in. I was holding it in the whole
Shut
time,
up,
and I
Vito.
wasn't going to bring it up. But then it was just at the end of the hour, it was just hearing it over and over again. It was like, you know what? Fuck this. Like, he did not buy those hats. He had nothing to do with it. I wanted to show him the hats this morning. He wouldn't even look at them.
Look, these hats are basically for me, guys. All right,
Dude, don't ruin today.
Vito is.
You could have easily said,
now you guys are fighting.
You know what? You could have said, "Hey, that they're from me and Vito, or they're from me and Vito and Jen. We just wanted to do something as a show." I'm not Doug Peterson. I haven't created a team environment. This is the fucking Bronx Zoo.
What sounded best to me was Ron, Gail. They're from me. That's what I thought was the best way to put this.
Would you do me a favor?
Okay.
Apologize to Vito.
Never.
Why?
I'm not going to apologize for Vito.
Well,
this is why I don't like you.
Vito speaking up is like ruined this moment. I feel like.
that is true in a way.
If he would have
the
just
thing that the good feelings I had towards you were
right,
ruined.
and now it's back to just another competition between the two of you.
This is why nobody respects you, Chris. Because you take credit from people and you steal, and you're a thief.
Oh, please, dude. You can go to fucking hell.
I see you
All right?
bring seltzers home every day.
Yeah, I do take seltzers home. I like to get fucking hydrated in my home.
Couldn't be a cheaper drink.
Easy water.
Chris was telling me, like, you didn't even watch the show on regular NBC last night?
Yeah, it was a laptop connected to a television because NBC was like streaming it for free on like NBC.com. But like we didn't get to see all the commercials. It was just like a screen would pop up sometimes saying like the Super Bowl's in progress, it's returning shortly. As opposed to like whatever commercial, like a fucking Tide.
Why are you fucking living like a refugee? Why can't you just watch NBC? How expensive is it, that basic cable? Basic.
It probably cut off before he even saw the hats, so he didn't even know they had hats on them.
Oh, I fucking saw it all. I was into This Is Us fucking 15
How'd you see
minutes.
the cats on their little tiny laptop?
Dude, I will say this. I don't understand why they thought playing This Is Us is a good idea.
I don't know.
Apparently it's a very popular show.
I know, so why play it? Why not play some fucking dude show that hasn't come out yet?
It was a Super Bowl themed episode.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
This seems so dark, though.
Why wouldn't you be running around Fox Sports, ESPN, NFL Network trying to see every little bit of fucking stuff? That,
I know.
Look, there was nothing better than fucking drunk Kevin Hart last night.
It's amazing.
John in Texas.
Yeah, Chris reminded me of how Black Girl had taken credit for your gift on that Gary Shandling that Fez he had given you.
I don't really remember it, but I'm sure it happened.
I can see myself doing that.
Oh, let me just bring this up since we're talking about Fez. So I checked in with him yesterday, and I go, Fez, who's going to win this fucking game? He says to me, don't worry. It's in the bag. Your Eagles are going to win this. He goes, it's going to be tough. It's going to go back and forth. He goes, you're going to be up with 2 minutes left in the game. Brady's going to be driving and throwing a pick. And that'll be the game. And the only difference was it was a fumble, not a pick. Yeah. But modern day Nostradamus.
That's pretty accurate.
That's impressive.
And I go, damn. I go, that's fucking. I go, I hope you're right. He goes like this. He goes, pity me. I'm going to Flipper's house. So I'll be talking about Nirvana and Sublime all during the fucking Super Bowl. He goes, hopefully I'll get a little time with Flipper's wife because she knows the game. he also says that when he's at Flipper's house, Flipper has a snack, and it's the only food, puts out homemade peanut butter and jelly crackers, and he puts the peanut butter and jelly on animal crackers. What? I've never even heard of that.
No.
He said, I'll be eating 600-700 animal crackers with peanut butter and jelly on them. I mean, to each his own. Am I right, guys?
I guess.
Flip, congratulations on the fact that Nirvana and Sublime and all those 90s bands were great.
Sub Pop.
Oh, he loves Sub Pop. You know that. And Vito, I want to thank you and Chris for these.
Chris has
hats.
nothing to
Just
do with
thank me, Ron. Because he's ruined this moment. He's pretty much ruined the day.
Chris, I mean, I feel like at least you just admit that it's a share situation. I mean, he has a case.
When are you two going to stop this shit?
I know,
It's
you're
not
always
gonna stop.
fighting.
It's not going to stop. Because and you can't fucking win either. You can't beat me, Vito.
Well, Chris, I think I got just the person to show you a lesson. Jen, bring her in.
You.
Fuck. Motherfucker.
Christopher Stanley. A overweight radio producer with a drinking problem thinks you can beat a sweet, devoted single mom in a game of Godfather trivia.
Don't ever take sides with anyone against the family again.
You talk this nonsense and these threats against a woman who named her own son after the very movie. Well, now it's time to see who's the Fredo and who's the Michael. Who drinks milkshakes or grows a mustache. And who gets to enjoy their life as a maid lady.
You goddamn guineas really make me laugh.
Or just a fat guy who don't know nothing.
You're nothing to me now.
Yeah, I'm no good. It's Chris Stanley versus Leslie Calisi in Godfather Trivia.
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
Am I doing this right? I've never.
Yeah, you got your headphones on.
Hi.
Chris, you didn't know this was coming,
I
huh?
didn't fucking see this one coming at all.
Too bad for you.
I'm fucking hungover as shit.
That's right.
I'm really bad off.
Now, this is a long time. By the way, let's bring cannolis with you. It's so nice.
I had those. I brought those in.
No. I brought them. I want
Pass
them.
one over to me.
Yeah.
No, just one. Just grab one. I
Just
trust
grab
your
one.
fingers. Yeah.
Like mother, like son. Am I right?
In what way?
But yeah.
Taking credit for my gifts.
I brought those.
These look fantastic
They
too.
do look so good.
Now the bet is Godfather trivia.
Yeah.
And the loser, I think we decided on, has to wear a mustache, no beard for how long?
5 months.
5 months?
5 months.
All right, now, here's the beauty of it. Both you guys are in beards and mustaches.
Right.
The look of the day.
Yeah.
But you shave and then have to shave everything but the mustache every day.
Yeah, maintain
Yes.
just the mustache for the 5 months.
5 months of
Yeah.
stash. It's your.
And it works because it's a 70s look
Yes.
for 70s movies.
That's good.
Now, Gail, you put these questions together,
Yes,
right?
I have prepared the questions. No one has been made aware of the questions. I am the only person who is in possession of the questions. Now, most of these questions will be answered. You want to be the first to answer.
Yeah.
So, shall we set it up? You say your name, and
Yes.
that's how. Okay, so if you want to say, if you know the answer, you say your name. We'll call on you.
The only other thing I'll ask you for rules, does that mean that you lose a point if you give a wrong answer if you're first? We take the point off, or else Chris will just yell his name the whole
Right,
time.
good point. Yes, you can't just yell your name.
That was a strategy I was going
Right.
Now, if you answer second, you don't lose a point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Understood.
All right, let's keep scoring there too, okay?
Vito, you, by the way, I couldn't even hear the production of it, but it seemed like it was one-sided, which I'm not used to that in a game show.
A lot of fucking fat shaming in the opening to this contest from a man who isn't fucking too small himself.
Well, you're actually losing weight, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm down to a medium, Ron.
All right, good.
Really? All right, so let's get it started. Let's get the show on the road. All right, first question. Name the character who says this quote. I believe in America. America has made my...
Yeah.
America Bonacera.
Oh! First question!
1 point.
Oh, my God.
All right, that's one. Now, I would have said The Undertaker, but I didn't know his name.
Yes, and in fact, I didn't even have his first name down. I just wrote Bonacera.
That is the Undertaker.
Yes, yes, it is The Undertaker, and his name, Bonacera. First point goes
Congratulations.
By
to
the way,
Leslie.
this is why this movie is so genius. All these great stars in it. And it starts with a guy that you've never heard of before, doing a long monologue, and basically you never really see him again for a long other time. In the movie, he's not a major character.
It's very smart, but it sets the scene and the tone so perfectly. I love it so much.
Leslie's already pointing
She's loving it.
Yep, 1-0.
She's loving it. And I will say that I was not even halfway through the quote that I was done, so she was very quick. She was very quick.
Don't get used to it, Les.
All right, ready.
All right.
Question.
By the way, we just tweeted out the pictures of the hats that
Chris got. Yeah.
Vito
got. And then my sister says, did he get one for Pop?
Just 2.
I'm going to have to send this one down to my dad.
All right, so let's go with question number 2 to Godfather trivia. Sofia Coppola was cast as the infant baby of what couple?
Michael and Kay. Kay. Michael Corleone.
It is not Michael and Kay. Now, is she able to pick up an answer?
She's able to go now.
Can you repeat the question?
Okay. Yeah. Sofia Coppola was cast as the infant baby of what couple? You don't have to answer, right? Or does she have?
No, she can't lose here.
Yeah.
No, it was Connie and Carlo.
Yes, correct.
Point Leslie.
It's 2 to -1. Look how happy Vito is.
I took my time because I wanted to get it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, not like Chris.
It's fine.
Okay.
But I was the baby at the end.
Vito.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Sofia Coppola, who's actually playing the infant son, even though obviously Sofia Coppola is a girl, and she's playing the infant baby at the christening, and Connie and Carlo are the parents.
Isn't it amazing when you think that little baby went on to win an Oscar?
I know.
Very impressive.
I have a little trivia about
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Great.
She's
Can't
been
wait
in
to hear
all
it.
3 movies.
Wow.
Really?
Wow,
See?
that is good.
Oh, my God.
Have any fun facts, Chris?
Is that a question? Is that a next question?
No, but we could probably
No,
throw
but
in an
it's like
extra point.
interesting.
No, I mean, come on.
All right.
Chris, you're already 3 points down,
Yeah.
and we only did 2 questions.
This is rough. All right. Get ready for it. This is question number 3.
All right, let's turn this around.
The movie The Godfather was based on a novel written by...
Leslie.
Yeah.
Mario Puzo.
Mario Puzo.
Oh, my God.
Leslie.
Why didn't you say so then?
I didn't know that was the end of the question.
Oh, my God. All the smack talk,
Gotta be
Chris.
quick, big boy.
All right.
You're just as big.
Let's
Hey, I got a
sense.
spy report in the middle of this, too.
Spy report.
Philly Parade is Thursday.
It is Thursday.
Yeah.
Thirsty Thursday for the Philly Parade. All right, so we are on question number 4. What was the message sent to the Corleone household telling them that Luca Brasi
Chris.
was...
Leslie.
Chris, got it first.
A fish wrapped in his bulletproof vest.
Correct. It was
Finish your question.
telling them that Luca Brasi was dead. Answer, a dead fish. Correct.
It's good.
Point Christopher.
I can handle things. I'm smart.
So what are we, 3-0?
We're at 3-0, so at least he's
You work
even
your
the
way
score.
back to 0, just like you're doing with your credit.
This is great. This is great. Okay. In The Godfather, what does the phrase going to the mattresses mean?
Chris.
Leslie.
Chris got it first.
It means they're going to war with other crime families.
Yes, correct.
Very
they are
good.
going to war with other rival families. Correct.
3-1.
3-1.
I can handle things. I'm smart.
Stick myself at this.
Vito, you get nervous?
No, Leslie's a champ.
All right. Oh my God, I'm nervous. 3-1. All right, now we are on to question number 6. What was Salazzo's last meal? What does he order and recommend?
Leslie.
Veal.
Correct. It's veal.
Point Leslie.
Good.
The reveal's very good here.
It's very good here.
Nice.
What are we, 4?
4-1?
Yeah.
4-1.
It's 4-1. 4-1. Okay, now this is question number 7, and I will admit that this is a tricky one. You've got to be a really a Godfather expert to know this. What is the name of the horse who's
Presley.
That was like, I don't know, dead tight.
I'm going to give... Huh?
I think she finished her name before he finished his name.
I'm going to give it to Chris.
All right.
Khartoum.
Correct. Khartoum. Wow. I thought that was going to be a hard one. You
Yeah,
did
don't do it.
Wow.
I will admit, I did not know that.
Yes. I will say I did practice these questions on certain Godfather experts that I know, and no one got that one. So I thought for sure that neither one of you. I'm very impressed.
How
with
did you
both
know
of
that,
you.
Chris?
I rewatched the movie and I just like picked up on it.
All right.
Okay. Question number.
where
No,
we
are
Score.
at 4-2.
This is very
4-2.
close.
4-2. All right. This is going to be a complete the quote. I'm going to say the quote. You're going to finish the quote. Complete this quote. I know it was you, Fredo.
Leslie.
Yeah.
You broke my heart.
Correct!
Point Leslie.
One of the greatest scenes in the history of
Such a
movies.
good scene with a kiss. You broke my heart.
By the way, I'm really enjoying these cannolis. I've never had less to do or been more happy than I am right now.
All right, we are now at 5-2. Leslie is winning this. All right, so now we are in, of course, The Godfather 2 is this question. What is the present that is given to Batista?
She didn't even ask the question.
Go ahead.
I'm going to say a golden phone.
Solid gold telephone.
Whoa!
Correct. Chris picks up another
What was the
point.
question?
The question was, what was the present given to Batista that he showed off at the meeting?
Wow.
And
How'd
he
you
got
laugh,
it.
Chris?
That's knowledge.
Thought that was the direction she was going. And in Godfather 2, not many other gifts were given other than that phone that got passed around.
All right, so this next question, you both
I'm
get...
going to make sure everybody gets a piece of cake.
Ivan Rolf was the worst.
Now,
It was just like an old thing to do, like something to grandmother. Make sure everybody gets it. You're a murderous gangster.
by the way, Hyman Roth, there's like when they're all passing around the gold telephone,
Yeah.
everyone's like going like, ooh, so impressed. And he gets it and he doesn't even care. He just
Right.
hands it over. It's
Right.
so great.
It means nothing to him.
All right, so we're currently at Leslie 5 points, Chris at 3 points.
Holy shit! What a
Very
game.
close.
Chris, I'm very proud of you today.
So this next one is a number question. You both get a chance to answer, and you're going to write down your answer.
Ooh, exciting.
Whoever gets closest to the number will be the person who gets the point.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
And then if they both hit it exact, they both get.
We'll both give a point. Yes, if you both get it exact. All right.
It's a fucking wash.
Or no one gets a point. We get either way.
You work in numbers, Mom. You got this. You work in numbers.
All right, you guys. Question number 10 in The Godfather Part 2. Fredo Corleone arrives in Cuba with a suitcase full of money. How much is in the case?
I was another one I don't remember. I think I got a number.
I think I know.
All right, before you even say, Gail, I want to give them a chance to write it down. Vito looks nervous here.
He looks very
Leslie,
nervous.
you ready?
Yeah. Like a POV.
All right, pens up, everybody. Chris, go first.
$50,000.
50,000.
$50,000.
3 million.
3 million.
I was going to say 1 million.
That was in the other.
Yeah. That was in the other one? How much was it, Gail?
The amount in the case.
And it's the closest wins, right?
The closest wins. The amount in the case is $2 million.
Wow.
Point Leslie.
Point Leslie.
$2 million in those days. I remember how nervous he said he was sitting next to him on the thing.
50,000.
That was from Godfather 1.
What was he going, buying a car?
That was $1 million from one.
That was $1 million. So you lose an extra point.
What? No!
Hey, Mom, say num, num, num. Give me points.
All right, so we are now...
What's the score?
6 points, Leslie. 3 points, Chris.
Oh, boy. Pulling away a little bit.
Not good.
All right.
Final little air between them.
All right. This is also Godfather Part 2.
Boy.
Michael asks Fredo to show Senator Pat Geary and several other guests to a good time in Cuba. He brings them to an underground nudie show featuring a local man famous for being remarkably well endowed.
Leslie.
What is
his name? Is Superman.
Correct.
Point Leslie.
Congratulations.
Oh my
Did you know
God.
it, Chris? Did you know?
No, you didn't know.
Did you know Superman?
I didn't know that either.
I was going to try to go in early and just yell Donkey Show.
And that, if you remember, was also an unbelievable scene.
Yeah.
Because Michael figured out that his brother was lying to him, but he didn't say anything because he wasn't like Sonny and wasn't a hothead, but you could just see the pain in his face. Now I gotta go back and watch these. By the way, I think Chris would be beating me though.
You think
I don't
so?
think. Yeah, I don't think I would be doing well in this game.
Wow. Okay, so we are now at question number 12 in The Godfather Part 2 as well. We are on The Godfather Part 2. When a young Vito Corleone arrives in America, why is he quarantined?
Leslie.
Chris first.
Chris went.
Smallpox.
Oh, nice.
Correct. Smallpox.
Point Christopher.
I'd like to ask him a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I?
Yes, of course. Sure.
Yeah, not for-
Not for a point, but for bragging rights, you can.
What was the name of the ship that passed by Ellis Island when Vito was in quarantine?
I don't know.
See, I wish this had been a question.
Bambolini?
Mushaloo.
I did not know that. Chris.
Come on, Chris. You act like you're...
Yeah.
All right, so correct me if I'm wrong. We've got 6 points, Leslie. 4 points, Chris?
7, Leslie.
7 points, Leslie. All right, 7 points, Leslie. 4 points, Chris. All right, so now we are back to Godfather 1, Part 1. Where was Michael going to meet the cop?
Chris. Where was he going to meet? He was going to meet him at Jack Dempsey. He ended up at Lewis Italian-American Restaurant.
Correct.
Oh.
All right, that's legit.
Correct.
Watched it. You knew.
Now, you know Jack Dempsey's was right around the corner from here.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think it's right where the Brill building is.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All
Maybe
right.
across the street.
We're still there.
This is crazy. I'm very nervous about this now.
Quicker,
All right. Next question. What is Fredo's secret to catching fish?
Chris. He says a Hail Mary.
Wow. Wow.
Christopher.
Wow.
I can
Wow.
handle things. I'm smart.
Oh, even a stop clock twice a day, right?
We are now at
gonna be a
7
fight.
points, Leslie. 6 points, Chris.
Oh,
Quicker,
my
Mom.
God.
Don't let
This
him just
is-
yell his name.
This is the last question. However, this question is one that you can write down.
Okay.
It has multiple answers. So the person who gets the most answers correct will get the most points.
all you,
So
Mom.
this is really anyone's game right now.
Vito, are you stunned?
I'm pretty stunned that fucking this guy knows
Me too.
as much as he does about the movie.
Yeah, he
I've
does.
never heard him talk about it once.
How about this? My parents get a VCR in 1991. They go across the street. They fucking rent The Godfather Part 1 and 2.
We're Hollywood Video?
The first time I earn a paycheck, I go and buy my parents a Christmas gift. It's Godfather 1 and 2 on VHS. So
Well,
they
they
don't
know,
have to
not
keep
you.
renting it, you know?
That's so sweet.
That's really sweet.
But I have one up on you, Chris.
Oh, congratulations.
Did you name your son Vito?
I don't have a kid, Leslie.
that you know of.
Mom, what did I get you for Christmas?
Which Christmas?
2 Godfather presents I got you for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
So there. Oh yeah.
Yeah, really,
Were they championship hats?
No, actually, you guys helped me get her one of them. One was a DVD signed by James Caan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
an
that was
intern.
great.
Turning, yeah.
Yeah. Why didn't you invite her in to meet James Caan?
It was like
He's
my
the
first-
sweetest guy I ever met.
It was like my first week. I was
You
afraid.
could have asked. I hate when people don't ask.
You gotta ask. All right, this is the final question, guys. This is very serious.
Hey, Les.
All right. The final question is, name the 5 families in The Godfather. Name the 5 families. Whoever gets the most amount of families correct will get that many points.
And Chris could actually even come back and win on this.
Count them up,
Are you
count
both
them up.
done?
All right.
Chris gets to go first.
All right.
Corleone.
Yes.
One.
Cuneo.
Yes.
Strozzi.
Stracci.
Stracci.
Why would you give him that?
He said it already.
Tatalia. Barzini.
Aside from the incorrect pronunciation, that is all 5.
Wow.
So that is
I think
all
I would
5.
have. I think I would have got Corleone and Tatalia. I forgot Barzini.
Let's take a look at Leslie's sheet. She has Corleone. She has Barzini. She has Cuneo. She has Strozzi. And she has Tatalia. She has all 5.
You guys both did unbelievable.
That last one goes to Mrs. Khaleesi, which means
By
we
1
have
point.
a winner, ladies and gentlemen.
By 1 point.
Mrs. Khaleesi.
Holy shit. That was as tense as the game last night. Unbelievable.
I know.
Never in a million years did I think it was going to be that close. In the beginning, she was crushed.
Yeah, he was unbelievable.
I'm so impressed with both of you. First of all, I never thought the look on his face that he was going to get all 5 of his answers. I never thought.
He's obsessive. Chris is obsessive.
My strategy at fucking jumping on every question fucked me in the ass.
Oh, because of the
Yes,
first one?
yes.
First one, yeah, it'd be tied.
Yeah, that really.
That's why you do have to take points away from that because people will just keep jumping in.
Chris in particular.
Yes.
She was texting me all week. She was pissed he was talking shit the past few weeks.
That's right.
I got a text every day saying, "Tell Chris I'm not afraid. Tell Chris I'm
But
not
guess
running."
what? He didn't get dominated.
Yes.
I mean, that was an unbelievable. I think he would have beat anyone else.
I know. That was really impressive. And I'm shocked that both of you did so well. I can't believe what a great matchup that was.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? I thought this is a little bit of a strange competition. Perfectly matched.
Wow.
I'm surprised myself.
Oh, yeah? Talk more shit about it. Fucking won.
Wait, I think I was talking shit for the last fucking 3 months.
He fucking.
You're that good.
You saw me leave the house today, get them those hats. He took all the credit for those hats.
He did.
You told me.
At least I had 1 win today.
Well, let's just say that they came from both of you. Could that be nice? I mean, you
me
both
and Jen.
went together.
Both me and Jen gave you those hats.
Oh, Lance is actually saying that everybody's missing a family. Lance, what do you got?
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, you forgot Bargatze.
Bargatze?
Nate Bargatze.
Yeah, he's a crime lord.
All right, love you guys.
Bargatze.
Was that a joke, dude?
I
Or?
guess it was.
I guess.
You don't fucking joke about The Godfather. It's very serious.
Are there any other gangster movies that you like, Leslie, or is it just Godfather? Is there another movie that you would even say that you would play, Trivian?
Yeah, I have to think.
Yeah. How about
Raging
you?
Bull is great.
Raging Bull?
Yeah, that's a
Great
good one.
quotes.
Yeah.
A Casino.
Casino.
Casino?
I could tell you. I could do
You
it
guys
right
have
now.
a lot in common.
You know what? You know
I
what
can
we
do it
could.
right now.
You know what we could do one day is a rematch with
Goodfellas.
Marty Scorsese.
Oh.
But only New York Italian movies. None of his other stupid movies that waste
I like
our
that.
time.
That would be fun.
All right, that's the next time that we do this.
Okay.
But Leslie, you did unbelievable.
Great job, Leslie.
Yes, it was a
Great job, Mom.
it was a way better contest than we ever thought. Now, I also, if it would have been a tie, I would have given it to Leslie for thinking of a nice little cannoli.
I know.
I had to. I mean, it's appropriate.
Leave the gun.
Jen, I know you're from Trinidad, but have you ever eaten a cannoli in your life?
Yeah, I've had a cannoli because my mom's from Brooklyn, so.
I didn't know that your mom's from Brooklyn.
Yeah, she lives in Brooklyn, so I ate them.
And your dad was born in the island nation of Trinidad, where he
St. Vincent.
He came here into Miami. He was on top of a refrigerator holding on to it the whole way to get out of Trinidad. Well, this was an unbelievable
Great
matchup.
job, guys.
Yeah. And by the way, I love your hat today.
I love your hat, guys.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Well,
on
we're
the
champions.
win.
Yeah, we're feeling good
It was
today.
a great
Yeah.
game.
Now
I
you're a
also
champ.
watched it.
Yeah, did you watch it with Vito? Or?
Yeah.
That's nice.
We watched. So the last two
Only
times,
because I'm his good luck charm.
the last two times the Patriots lost the Super Bowl, we watched together.
like
So I
Tom
stayed home
Brady.
to watch it with her.
People don't like Tom Brady.
I don't like him.
I know they don't like the Patriots either. They said only 16% of the country wanted the Patriots to win, and I was like surprised because you couldn't be any better than that team is. Alan, you're on the air.
Hey, Bennington, congratulations.
Hey,
And if Chris wants to call that little trick of handing the hats in as his a win, well, then I guess he just deflated a football.
okay. I guess in a way that metaphor works.
You got me.
But all he did. Now I'm going to say this in Chris's defense. So I teased him downstairs. I said, "Oh, you're going to throw a championship party for us," and he didn't say anything. Then I came up here, and the hats were in front of Gail and my mics, and I go, "Chris, you really did have something planned." He goes, "You guys deserve hats. You're champions." And instead of like outright lying, he let me keep making the mistake, even on the air.
Mm-hmm.
It just felt good, Ron. That's all.
To do
I like to
something
do
right.
things that feel good. you
Yeah,
know?
but what about for knowing that the rightful person who bought the hats?
That doesn't bother me at all.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
I bet he wasn't even rooting for the Eagles last night, like me and Leslie were.
Check Instagram.
This lady loves Doug Peterson. All she was talking about last night is that guy looks cool.
He really is cool.
He is cool, and he's a great coach.
And wide receiver Jeffrey, she was fucking screaming for him all night.
Does that change everything for your guy because it's Thursday and not Wednesday?
Nope, he's no matter what.
He's ready
going.
either
He's
day?
going. He's going to be there. He's so excited.
Is he going to get anywhere near seeing them?
I don't know. I'm not sure because it's probably going to be mayhem.
If I knew somebody who had an apartment or an office building on Broad Street, it might be worth going.
Yeah,
But even the night before, how are you going to get down there that day?
I know.
You can't take a
Because
car.
he's trying to think of what to do. He's like thinking, should he like go leave his car at like his mom's house?
That
then
might
take,
be an idea.
Then like try to take the train in.
Yeah, that might be.
But that's going to be crazy too. I mean,
I
it's
know.
all going to be nuts.
Well, Leslie, you are the champion.
You are.
Thank you so much
And
for
you,
having
and
me.
you know what? You saved your son the embarrassment of just walking around with a mustache. Now,
Yeah.
Chris, you do look good in a mustache.
Yeah, that's the
It's a
thing.
win for me, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to show off that I do know
That's
shit about
it.
The Godfather.
You do, man. You do. You surprised me.
The loser has to keep a mustache, but what, lose the beard?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a full month.
shave the head.
Fuck that.
Maybe for the Scorsese.
Shave the head.
That could be hair versus hair match.
You know what? I think that the Marty thing will be a great
Oh, yeah.
contest.
Mean
Yeah.
Streets.
Mean Streets
Yeah.
is one of my favorite movies. Yeah.
That'll be a
give him
fun
any.
one to
What
put
is your
together.
favorite, Chris?
Of Scorsese, Goodfellas.
Did you see Mean Streets?
Yes, I've seen it.
Yeah, right.
Sounds like you
Don't
did.
seem like you
right.
saw it.
Yeah,
seen
the way
Mean
you're like,
Streets. Yeah, right.
I
Who
guess.
was in it?
Oh,
Who else?
and
Harvey Keitel.
And
what was that? Why was that done as a question?
Because I just want, I haven't seen it in a long time.
Vito, what's your favorite of all?
Mine's also Mean Streets.
How about you, Gail?
I don't know. Maybe Goodfellas. Maybe
I'm going to say Raging Bull
Yeah.
is one of the most beautiful films to look at. It's
Yeah.
just gorgeous.
Raging Bull. Also, like I have this connection with. It's like when I moved here as a kid, and then me and my friend found the pool from Raging Bull, and it was like a dream. We couldn't believe it. Like we were just like, oh my God, this is it. We were just standing there. It was like such a wild
Was it in the
moment.
Bronx?
It's actually not. It's supposed to be, I think it's supposed to be in the Bronx. Or
I
it's
thought
supposed
it
to be
was, yeah.
But it actually is downtown, like on the west side, like West Village.
Wait, there is a big swimming pool like that in the West Village that's private?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like a, it's like a public swimming pool.
Okay.
Like kids go there in the summer and stuff. But yeah, and it's, I mean, when you see it in person and you look at it, you're like, oh, holy shit. It's the same. It looks exactly the same.
All right. Well, Leslie, you are the winner today.
Congratulations, Leslie.
I love you.
But
Thank you all.
You were wonderful. And start
Enjoy
preparing for yes, we will. But start preparing for Marty, and we'll have a list of the movies themselves.
All right, great.
Because does Casino go in there? Yeah, kind of seems like it should.
It's a good movie,
but it's
Bronx
not
Tale.
a New York movie.
It's not Scorsese, Mom.
Yeah,
I know, but it's still a good.
it is a good movie. You don't like Bronx Tale?
I love Bronx Tale, but
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, we should just throw it in there.
Vito.
Vito, please.
You broke my heart.
Vito, I know you're a hot sauce guy, right?
Love hot sauce.
Well, I'm betting either you love hot sauce or you know someone who loves hot sauce. Well, FuegoBox.com has created the perfect product for anyone who does. Fuego Box started out as a search for the best hot sauce in the world and now has turned into the #1 hot sauce of the month club.
Every month, the hot sauce experts at Fuego Box taste literally hundreds of new sauces and choose the best 3 to send around to its members. And they aren't just burn your tongue off sauces. Many of the sauces have a nice kick, but Fuego Box is focused on flavor and high quality ingredients over heat.
It makes the perfect Valentine's gift for your sweetheart. They're giving you 10% off your first purchase. Just enter code Bennington at checkout.
On top of that, any 3 bottle subscriptions come with free shipping. That's FuegoBox.com, promo code Bennington for 10% off. The best hot sauces you've probably never heard of. FuegoBox.com.
How smooth is that guy?
Smooth. Open Mike Eagle is in studio. You can see Mike tonight at the Music Hall of Williamsburg at 8 p.m. For tickets, go to musichallofwilliamsburg.com. And Mike's album, Brick Body Kid Still Daydream, is available in stores and online now.
All right.
Mike, good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you, too. Nice to be seen, man.
Yeah.
Hello, family.
How's everything going for you now? You're still traveling all the time?
Yeah, man. I'm working on this TV show when I'm at home, though.
Yeah.
Thank you. The Comedy Central, it picked up the New Negro show that we were doing here live last time. We've been working on that. And that's taking up.
How are you changing it up for TV? What has to change?
Well, we usually do like 6 comics doing like 10 minutes each live.
Yeah.
And I perform 2 songs live during the show. But since it's only 22 minutes, we'll be doing, half the comics. And I'll be doing 1 musical thing.
Yeah. So that's it. Just a math problem.
Pretty much.
Just a math problem.
Over 2, I think, is how you put it.
Now, what kind of comedian are you looking for to be on this show? Who is the...
I believe the technical term is urban, maybe.
But is there a specific urban? No,
actually, I mean, part of the point of the show is to show that, like, black entertainment isn't just one style.
Right.
It's not monolithic. So we like to have every kind of style. Street style, heady, nerdy, alt.
There's a nerdy black thing going down now, right?
It is.
I don't
Finally.
I don't quite fit in, And then, but the weird thing about comedy, and I can't think of another art form, is that you can throw it all in together without offending people. Like you could have a really urban kind of Derek Gaines guy following a redneck, and then with an alt lady comic coming up after, and the audience doesn't react weirdly.
Yes, and like those people all hang out afterwards and are good friends. I think that's also kind of so different, is that you don't get that kind of crossover in other types where the genres are so different within one thing.
I often think about that in the New York comedy scene. There is young guys that would normally be street corner guys that come into that scene, and because they see that there's an opportunity for them, they're very professional. You know what I mean? And that goes to show you of like, in life, when you think there's an opportunity for you, you're less likely to get involved in other things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would love to have somebody take a look at that, because and the same is true of white guys too. I mean, because there's a large amount of guys that are comedians and women that would have been considered troublemakers early in their life. And you see how professional they get because, like, hey, I can make this work.
Yeah.
You know?
And you're your own drive, too. Like
Yeah. And I will say this, seeing the shit in Philly last night and seeing blacks and whites riding together,
Yes,
that's not
fun.
something that my generation had.
You know what I mean?
That's a real sign of progress.
It's good to see Philly doing that,
Yes.
you know?
And of all places, Philly.
I want to see, does Breitbart say anything about it? I'd be really interested to see the Breitbart take on Philadelphia.
Yeah.
rioting.
Well, I would say that even before doing the things that imagine if these weren't white
Oh, my
people.
God.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It would really have been, the animal thing would have come out. And with Philly, you are right to use the word animal, whether it is white or black. Take a look to see if Breitbart has went with that angle at
Can't
all.
say
But
anything.
it's all really good spirited rioting.
It
you know,
is,
it's fun.
for fun.
Is
type
it?
rioting.
For
Yes.
But what if your car got turned over?
Yeah, but I would be like, yeah, fucking car.
I won.
Philly fans.
What did they say?
Philly fans celebrate winning Super Bowl 52 by trying to burn their city to the ground.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
They went even-handed with it. They're,
Yeah, I
they're
think
painting
they
all
did.
they're painting all rioting equal.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't fault them for that.
Yeah. But they are happy rioters.
Yeah, that guy's
I mean,
Yeah.
he's having a great time.
he's on cloud nine.
Well, I will say this. Now we take a little break. Well, we got Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
Philly could end up riding over the Winter Olympics if we do as good as bobsledding as we want to do. What's the hipster sport that you're so happily involved in? Curling, right? I just saw Tampa has taken a real curling thing.
Oh yeah.
Ironically, they ironically act like they like the sport because it's hot outside, and they do frozen curling, and then they drink local beers.
Oh,
craft
That's very hip.
beers?
Yeah, I guess they're craft
great.
beers.
I love
Very
craft
Yeah.
beers.
They're doing like artisan curling.
Yes,
Right.
yes,
Nice.
so fun, so fun.
Are these curling discs locally
Yeah.
sourced?
And then after that, it's the adult hide and seek league.
Oh, great.
times.
Actually, sign me up though.
Yeah.
I'm super down for the adult hide and seek.
My trick when I was finally during hide and seek was to head home.
That's so good.
And
This.
I couldn't believe how well it worked. I'd go home, have lunch, I'd come back, and like people were still hiding. Now I don't even think a kid knows how to play hide and seek, right? Because they're worried about being snatched.
Yeah, do they let them out and about? Like,
Yeah, they don't. You know, I guess you can play hide and seek in a safe home somewhere, but not out on the street.
with your play date.
Yeah. How's your son doing with his
Good,
career?
man.
Yeah.
He's all basketball now.
Yeah.
100% basketball. Playing basketball, watching basketball videos on YouTube, playing basketball video games, getting jerseys.
Does he watch pro? Does he watch college? Does he watch his
pro.
own?
He'll watch college if it's on, but he's like a young statistician about it too. He like throws out numbers. He's like, Steph Curry's shooting 36% from three this year. Where'd you get that? I don't know. Like, he's really in it though. He's very activated and involved in basketball.
Basketball is a fun thing to be involved in. Little kids, a lot of times will start with the rims closer to the floor and all that. And you're like, okay, you could put together a couple of skills and be able to have an effective game.
Yeah.
An effective game. I coached a 10-year-old team, and we were very small, and we were badass.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the most, I think, even though I like baseball more as a sport because I grew up with it, I think I had more fun with that basketball team.
Yeah, they were really fantastic kids.
Yeah.
With a lot of heart.
But that's the thing is like these games, if you get it at a young age, you end up being a fan for the rest of your life, no matter how far you play into it. And it's great to have a thing.
He needs very invested in, because of the age he is, he can watch YouTube and he can learn about the history too. So he's not even just about players of now. Like, he watches like the Detroit Bad Boys and the Showtime Lakers and all of that. Like, he's
Dude, I will give you
really
the best
into all of it.
documentary. What is the one with Dr. J? And they were following his career. And
he saw that one too. I don't remember the name of it, but he saw that one.
that thing, when they were playing street ball up in Harlem, and this is in the 70s, and there was no mass media then, and you would just see thousands and thousands of people to watch these games, and they're on fire escapes and they're up in trees, and it's just, literally I got misty watching it because this kid from Long Island was that good. You know what I mean?
God.
Dr. J was.
Look at that. That's so awesome. Just everyone lined up.
What is the name of that
building.
park?
That's Rucker Park.
Oh, the
Rucker Park, exactly.
Rucker. Wow.
But
kids on
right
top
down
of the
near
buildings.
there's games right down near the cellar.
Yeah, the cages.
Yeah, and those guys are unbelievable. I'll be down in the village all the time. I'll stop and watch for a half an hour.
Yeah.
I'm like, these are as good as games as you could see. And they're calling their own fouls.
Yeah,
and they're bowing, And it's a rough style of basketball.
Yeah.
They aren't calling too much carrying or traveling.
No.
That's
But they're not even doing that in the NBA anymore.
Yeah, it's true.
What teams do you like watching those?
Right now, it's hard to say team.
Yeah.
He likes individuals. 'Cause he likes Steph Curry so much that he never wants Kevin Durant to shoot.
Right.
He's like, no, I want Steph Curry to get all the points. He doesn't understand the team game aspect of it.
It is interesting, though, that because of that, they do see individuals now. Kids see individuals. And in that league, particularly, people move around more than they used to. But it is, once again, basketball is incredibly hot. Incredibly hot. And I remember it in the 80s, they weren't even playing... They weren't running in the early 80s. They were not running the championship games in prime time.
Right.
You were watching a rerun at 11 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I saw Dr. J finally get his thing. It's like, do not tell me any news. Don't have the radio on. I want to watch in real time. You know what I mean? I want to, like an idiot, you're cheering for something that's already happened. And then I think by the time you came back, and it was the Lakers and the Celtics. And when it was Magic and Bird, those guys kind of rescued the league. And then they turned it over to Michael, who turned it into all, the next level. But yeah, when you even think about it, it's always been an individual sport. How long since the Knicks have won?
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. It's like 40 years or something.
So it's the 70s.
It's the 70s.
It's Willis Reed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yikes.
They went to the playoffs. The last real playoff run was like in the late 90s.
How does that league not make sure that the Knicks are good every year? It's so stupid.
It seems like they're making sure they're terrible.
Yeah.
They got a bad GM, right? Like, they've had a bad GM forever.
I think it's the Dolan. Like, the Knicks make so much money selling out Madison Square Garden every night that they don't have to sign a big player like LeBron and take out $130 million out of their.
But do you ever remember? Are you old enough to remember when this town is basketball crazy?
No, I know. I mean, it's this.
You had the 2 weeks of insanity. But this town, as much as a baseball town as it is, I think it's a basketball town first, then baseball, then football.
I agree.
Definitely football last for sure in the city.
Look at the Garden. I mean, it sells out every night to this day, even if they're shitty. Like it's
but
insane.
that's a problem.
It is.
Because those aren't necessarily the fans. That's a lot of those Wall Street guys, wanting to be seen. But that place can rock. I mean, that place can go crazy.
Yeah, in the East, they should be able to at least make the playoffs, but it never happens.
It never happens.
It's just bad. And Porzingis looks like he's getting tired and he's ready to leave.
He said that.
It looks like it. He looks like it. He's trying to carry the whole team on his back. It's not going to work.
Wasn't it weird to see Gronk last night acting like he was going to retire as young as he is?
I didn't watch the game.
What?
I'm still boycotting, man. I am.
Why?
Me and my lonely black family, the only ones left boycotting the NFL.
Because they knelt?
Yeah, well, because they didn't give Kaepernick a job. That really bothered us.
They want to give less people. Here's what's happening. You have people boycotting on that side, and you have people boycotting because he knelt at all. And the NFL has no idea what to do.
They can't do anything. Yeah. Well, Vince McMahon thinks he's going to rescue everybody. He's going to start the new racist football league, and everybody will be happy.
No one is. interested in patriotism. They do it because they have. I just don't know why you don't have to feel patriotic. We don't have to do it here. Why is radio not a place to start the show with the national anthem? It's crazy. They were actually even pushing it yesterday by saying "Stand up wherever you are."
Really? They said that? Mm-hmm. That's funny.
I didn't actually.
No, I would never have stood up at my house.
Rebel, Gail.
I would feel like a maniac standing up at my house.
Eating a cheesesteak is my kneeling.
There you go. We all protest our own ways, you know.
So you're pro Kaepernick or just thinking?
Well, yeah, I just thought it was unfair that they gave all these bum quarterbacks a job and they wouldn't put him back in the league because he chose to take a stand for something he believed in. You know?
Yeah.
I thought he did the right thing, and then they didn't do right by him. You know?
Well, the funny thing about Kaepernick is, and how many years are we talking about that he was at the top of his game?
It's like 4 years ago,
4 or 5 years ago. Yeah. Since I guess since the Super Bowl, yeah.
How long ago was that? Because it seems longer than 5 years.
It might be 5 exactly.
Yeah. And I mean, he was that guy could run and throw, and he looked like the guy of the future.
5 years ago.
5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the other guy went on to get the biggest fucking contract and hasn't been back to the playoffs.
Hasn't done shit.
Who's that, Flacco?
Flacco, yeah. University of Delaware's own Joe Flacco.
elite quarterback, Joe Flacco.
They caught him the day after they gave him like $170 million sitting on a bus. I think he was eating a 2-piece, just sitting on the bus, 2-piece and a biscuit. And they're like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "Well, it's easier to travel this way." He's a very dull guy. He's a very, very dull guy.
Is anybody exciting anymore? Who's still exciting? I feel like all the quarterbacks are bad.
Well, last night there was more offense than any time in the history of
I didn't see this, but apparently Foles, he throw a quarterback touchdown pass to himself or something?
He it was a play that was hiked back and he floated over to the side. But the fact is that was really he and Brady were gunning at each other. Brady threw for over 500 yards.
Wow,
and lost. It was too exciting for me because I wanted the Eagles to win.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the Minnesota game much more.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
People are like, "Yeah, don't you want an exciting game?" I'm like, no.
Not when you have a dog in the fight. You don't want excitement. You want kill. You want that dog to murder the other dog.
I was shocked how not fun it was to have your team in the Super Bowl and to feel so uncomfortable the whole time. I was not having fun. I had fun every touchdown. I was happy, but then immediately it starts to be like, yeah, but when will I be unhappy?
And then because Brady starts driving immediately, you know what I mean?
And you don't get a moment.
Oh God, he's just such a cold-blooded asshole.
He is cold-blooded.
He wants your hometown tears. He wants them.
And it was like, 30 seconds after they were already back in scoring position against the Eagles. I will say this though, to beat Minnesota in Philly, then to throw food and beverages at them on their way out of town, chase their fans, and then go into Minnesota, dominate that area all week because New England fans don't need to go to the games anymore, and then win in their house. Now, this is the thing that started some controversy. I don't know how you feel, but so Justin Timberlake was there doing his show.
Right, I heard.
And they put up this thing of Prince that he was singing along with, and a lot of Prince fans do not like it.
Yes, and I don't know if this is true, and I would like someone to fact check it for me because this is just someone I saw share this on Twitter. But I had heard that even in the past, Prince had actually talked about the concept of, playing with a hologram or something like that
as being
shitty. And he was like, "Look, if I was meant to play with Duke Ellington, we would have been taking the stage together. We would have been, around at the same time."
He didn't even want his music streaming,
right?
And they did that like the week he died.
Yeah,
like his estate was.
You can suddenly go on iTunes and just enjoy yourself. Everything's for free,
right?
Everything Prince has ever done, and they're going, "We got 18 more Prince albums to put out," and that has never worked. I mean, they did that with Hendrix. Because Hendrix had left behind.
Tupac did it too.
Tupac was a ton of that. Yeah. And you're never getting the stuff that they probably would have released. I mean, the thing is, Prince wrote and recorded every day of his life.
Right.
He knows what he wanted to put out. You know, I've never even liked when an author will die and they'll put out his letters to it. You know what I mean? That's not the writing that he was focusing on.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's him sending an email.
Yeah.
It's not him going, fuck, what am I doing with this sentence?
I feel like we all should have learned after Eyes Wide Shut. Just leave dead people stuff alone.
Thank you very much.
Very confusing mess of a movie.
Not everybody made it to the end, but if you watch that thing of everything it's supposed to mean, it'll scare the shit out of you.
Of that movie in particular?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eyes Wide Shut. There is almost every scene is supposed to be about this kind of the upper 1%, and a lot of it has to do with child abuse and incest.
Oh, like the sex ring, Illuminati stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And how women are pretty much from birth kind of hypnotized into this is how they give themselves over. Chris, I know you're girls from what island nation?
Costa Rica.
She had a pet palmetto bug when she was a child.
She loved that bug.
She calls it Bugsy. Bugsy Bugs.
I think it was Al Bugsy, right?
Did you have to explain the game to her all last night?
So that's Tom Brady. He's the quarterback.
Yeah. We call him El Gringo in this country. Let's have some plugs, Chris.
I apologize, Mike. Open Mike Eagles in studio. You can see Mike tonight at the Music Hall of Williamsburg at 8 p.m. Tickets go to musichallofwilliamsburg.com. And Mike's album, Brick Body Kid Still Daydream, is available in stores and online now on Twitter at Mike_Eagle.
This is just you tonight, right?
No, I'm opening for a band called Y, W-H-Y with a question mark.
Yeah.
They're great.
And how many days are you on the road now a year?
Probably 70.
Wow, that's
probably.
rough.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I do like two big chunks a year, and then I'm at home.
And then you stay home,
pretty much.
And then you're writing, and you're
Well, right now I'm
producing.
working on this TV thing. I can't do anything else with my time ever. But
do you even have a date on this yet, or when it's going to happen?
We shoot the first episode March 3rd, and then we don't have an air date yet.
You surprised to find yourself on TV after all this stuff? You thought this would have happened a long time
actually,
ago.
I was like, I had like this goal set for myself because the music industry is dying such a horrible death. I always knew I needed to find some other money somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I had like a lot of friends on television, and I had ways to get on television. So I made a goal for myself, like I want to get on television somehow. But I didn't know it was going to quite be like this, where like I'm an executive producer and co-star of a thing.
Yeah, my dream is just to be someone's cranky neighbor.
Nice.
And every time I say somebody has a pilot, I'm like, hey, I could be your neighbor that always yell shit. And they go, hey, I think that would work. I go, all right, well, let me know. Let me do your pilot. And then I don't want to be part of that.
Oh, you wanted to be recast?
Yeah. Or
Okay.
just add the new character of the guy. Like, I don't want a lot of lines. I'll just want to yell, stop all the partying. Because that's a good living and that people are glad to see you don't hang around. Think of how many side characters that you actually prefer to the people in the show.
Because they don't wear out their welcome.
Yeah, they don't wear out their welcome. They're always
You're talking
there
about
for
like
you.
a Gunther?
Gunther's amazing.
Gunther, like Car 54 Gunther?
No, this is
Gunther,
Gunther
like
from Friends.
was
I didn't. Okay.
was one of the baristas who would pop up now and again.
All right, Lewis wants to back you up here. Lewis.
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah,
Hey.
Gail, you're right. Prince did say that. He actually called that hologram stuff demonic. He said he would never want to be involved in that.
All right, so him. He always thought things were demonic as it was.
Yeah.
And then he made a long devil dick for himself coming out of his. But I couldn't pay too much. I'm not the biggest. I don't like. Here's the thing. I'm not crazy about Justin Timberlake, and then I love Prince too much. Like I give Prince more love than he probably deserves from me.
He was the last of an amazing
he was
generation of
basically-
performer.
Yeah, he was basically stuck because if you think about it, he's in Minneapolis, so if he didn't do any Prince thing, he would get shit for that.
No, he wouldn't. He'd have been fine.
I think so.
He should have done a Janet Jackson thing.
That's right.
And recreated
and
her
said,
career.
Sorry,
He
Janet
fucked
Jackson,
it up.
for taking your titty out, and everyone blames you and not me.
Right.
Not one person said.
I'm pro Prince. I thought the Timberlake thing was shit, but I can kind of see that he had really no option, really, in my opinion.
The only way he would have interested me in the halftime is somebody would have come out and cracked him in the knees with a shovel. I'd be like, okay, you got my attention now. I'm digging what you're doing all of a sudden.
Stone Cold come out and stun him?
Yeah.
That'd have been something. That'd have been something.
I certainly would have watched that. Chris, what is it that you want to talk about here?
Helix Sleep.
What about it?
Great company.
It is a great company. And there are tons of online mattress retailers popping up these days, all with a one-size-fits-all solution to a better sleep. Guess what? One size doesn't fit all. One size fits Al. That's it. Let Al buy that. You go to Helix Sleep. It offers something that doesn't exist anywhere else. A mattress personalized to your unique preferences and sleeping style that won't set you back thousands of dollars.
Go to helixsleep.com/rawdog. Take the simple 2 to 3 minute sleep quiz. They're going to build a custom mattress that will be the best thing you've ever slept on. And this is important for couples. They even personalize each side of the mattress. Everyone from GQ to Cosmo to the New York Times are all talking about Helix, and once you try it out, you will know why.
Your custom mattress arrives direct to your door in a week, and shipping is completely free. Try it for 100 nights. If you don't love it, they'll pick it up and refund you in full. Go to helixsleep.com/rawdog right now, and you'll get $50 towards your custom mattress. That's helixsleep.com/rawdog for $50 off your order.
helixsleep.com/rawdog.
Mike, it's so great to see you, and I have giant hopes and my Catholic prayers towards your new TV show. And the name of it again?
It's called The New Negroes. I want to want your take in particular when it airs. I'm gonna want the Bennington slant on it.
I will tell you, and just hearing, you could use a neighbor that's just yelling over, I'm trying to get my sleep.
Like a white neighbor.
I think
Keep that down.
I'm seeing it.
It doesn't necessarily have to be a white neighbor, but that does work.
Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of out of touch with what you guys are doing. You know what I mean? And if I get accused of not liking black comics, I'm like, what are you talking about? I saw Slappy White in Vegas. I yell stuff like that. And it's funny on two levels. It's funny because it's ignorant, but it's also funny because it's incredibly true. You know what I mean? And let that fuck with people a little bit. You know? Let that go back and forth with everybody.
Is it really a Slappy White? I'm very intrigued.
Oh, Slappy White was great.
Okay.
Great comedian.
I gotta check out some Slappy White.
Yeah. Slappy White was one of the few that went from the Chitlin circuit to then mainstream America. You never know who gets picked.
It's true.
Every once in a while, somebody gets picked.
It's the strangest lottery there is.
Yeah. And that's back when a comedian could be on television with the same jokes for 12, 14 years. You know what I mean? You didn't necessarily need new stuff then. People were comfortable hearing the old stuff. Chris, I want to thank you for these beautiful champion hats.
You're very welcome.
Chris, that's so nice of you.
I thought we figured out who gave them to you.
What's that?
I thought we figured out who gave you the hats.
Look.
Chris?
Tomorrow, Chris is going to be debuting his mustache.
And
And that means you're shaving the rest of your face, which you don't normally do.
I never do, no. I never. I like, I shave very rarely.
We're going to have 5 months of mustache, Chris.
Why is that?
Because he lost a bet, a Godfather bet.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
Now, I think Chris is going to look like the guy that was in Boardwalk Empire, the guy that had the half a face.
Oh, yeah. Good.
What's that? He's from a famous family.
I don't know the name of the actor, but I just know him from that, and he's in like a couple other things.
Yeah.
He's great.
Well, his whole family are very, very talented actors.
Jack Houston.
Jack Houston.
And his grandfather was John Houston. He's related to Angelica Houston. Look at him with a mustache. And it does look like a Chris Stanley, who, like this one right here.
Mhm.
It's like that's how Chris looks. And as if Chris Stanley took care of himself.
Yeah.
Because he's a very attractive guy.
So like that, so the mustache and the blue blockers, it'll look very much like a porno cop. It'll be great.
That sounds actually pretty cool.
Who's his
This isn't even like
brother?
a bad bet to lose.
His brother is also a famous actor, and he's a little chunkier and looks probably more like Chris. This guy right here. He's got more, and you need him with a mustache. But these are people that they eat rich food, they drink fine wine and brandies, they smoke clown cigars. Yes,
You can change your life, Chris.
Yeah.
This mustache
and they
can
wear a
change
silk
everything.
robe even to somebody's wedding. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be great for me.
Well, I hope it all works out for you. Looking forward to your new show, Mike, and we're very, very proud of you, brother.
Thanks so much, man.
And again, funny neighbor.
Got you.
First time a variety show has a neighbor. Boom. Think about it, folks.
That's what'll separate us from the pack.
Of the variety show.
Yeah.
He lives
I've been living next to this variety show. All right. That's it for us. See you again in 1974.
Ladies and gentlemen, the evening is over. We hope you all enjoyed yourselves, and we'll see you all again in 1974. Good evening!